Hello, and welcome. This is episode 8 of Shadowrun Greenwood Collective on Happy Jacks here. I'm your GM, Jason, and we have some players.
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm back again after a little layoff, playing Ashen, officially.
Yes.
But I'm doing something else today.
Well, we're doing a few things.
Some things are happening.
We're going to get weird.
I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fine.
Did someone say get weird? Hi, I'm Sam.
Sam.
I play Echo, who is an elf trash witch, and she hates corporations. Also, she loves spiders. Sorry about it.
Are you?
No.
No.
This is the thing to say.
Hi guys, I'm Joey. I am playing Quixote, the elven street samurai. That's the word I was going for. I am here today. This is the game I'm playing, and I'm going to move to someone else now.
Hi, I am Adam. I'm playing Quinn Holiday, the doc, the medic, the really wants to be a badass, but it's kind of just a suburbs kid.
And I'm Mac. I am playing Gremlin, who may or may not be a twin of somebody at this table.
What?
And
What?
is maybe also turning into something else right now. We'll find out.
Has turned into.
It's fine, she got an upgrade.
Right?
In one
That's a word
sense,
for it.
yep.
Huh?
Yep.
An outgrade?
Things are real weird.
Yeah.
Dietary change, it's fine.
Yeah.
On that
Her
note,
skin has turned up grade.
I should mention at the top of the episode here, just content warning, not to scare you off, but we do get like violent and gory. There's gun violence. There's authorities abusing their position. There is, corporate inappropriateness, and also blood and guts and bugs and spiders and, possible eating of people.
Possible.
Did you get
Allegedly.
it? Did you get it?
What?
Turned up grade, Grayed.
I got it.
Thank you,
I
Sam.
think we all got it.
Jason did not. I could tell because he was either going to celebrate me or he was going to give me that groan and look, and I knew he wouldn't let it slide.
Pass
if
me
he got
12
it.
dice.
No, I do not want to anymore.
All right. Samantha, do you want to do the recap this week?
Oh, sure. Let's see what happened last time, because I forgot. That's okay.
And Jay wasn't here, so I figured it'd be helpful to
let's
hear
make
it all
it
in
up.
real time.
Ooh. So, the session titles are kind of funny. Session 6, I just wrote mostly dead because I wasn't here. And session 7 is less dead.
That's dead.
Let's see. We started with a corporate meeting called by Commander Gold about the Barrens folk putting up disappointing numbers, resulting in the break-in in the maintenance corridor. Increased security measures were discussed, and a employee fight club was implemented.
Oh, good.
Yep. On Friday, it was Friday. Our next job was Saturday in the morning. Quinn had some cyberware installed during recovery, wired reflexes. Echo was healing for 3 days and woke up in her apartment, alone and disoriented. It smelled of smoke, and there was a strange noise. Screaming. There's a fire in the collective downstairs. Quixote was gathering the kids away from the danger, with Gremlin running in to grab people. Echo summoned Blorp the water elemental, said hello, and please to squish the fire. Thank you. Someone jumped onto Gremlin's back, dragging her to the ground. Quinn heard her growl and ran in to tackle the person off of her. But this guy has mandibles. What the fuck? Mandible guy spat at Quinn. It's a lot, globular and burning. It began to harden on Quinn's face. Ooh. Gremlin saw this and ran at him, claws out, slashing through the neck and shoulder. And surprise, there's an exoskeleton under there. The arm split into multiple insect legs. Gross. Quixote ran in to see a nightmare bug guy and a hole in the floor with more bug legs coming out. He ran over and got spit in his face too. Echo rushed down to the rec room and caught up to see Blorp blasting the fire past the bug people. She blasts the bug guy grappling Quinn with a stun bolt, knocking it into the wall. Quinn drew his hunting knife and stabbed the crap out of it, and then backed away. 2 bugs popped out of the hole and attacked Quixote, both hitting him for serious damage. The other bug attacked Gremlin, but missed. She counterattacked, and her claws got stuck in its exoskeleton, so she dug her other hand to try and crack it open, but it slipped out of her grip. Coyote shot at the bugs, hitting one and cracking a chest plate. Then Quinn realized he needs to put the face goo in water to neutralize it, so he ran over and face planted into Blork. Just continued to blast water everywhere. Echo jumped into astral space, and weirdly, Gremlin can see her now. They shrug at each other. Then Quinn carefully peels the glob mask off, ripping only part of his face off.
Just a part.
Just a little bit. Echo cast Chaos on one of the bugs attacking Coyote, distracting it, but they rushed him anyway, and one threw him to the other one that grappled him and then fell back into the hole. Bug number 1 attacked Gremlin and spit in her mouth and eye situation. It was not good. But weirdly, the throat blockage is only a medium problem for her. She tried to can opener him with her teeth, but it slammed her into the wall, and through it, she is knocked out.
Her long, unusually sharp and pointy teeth.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Upgrade.
unusually.
Upgrade complete.
Quinn rushed to attack the bug by the pit, stabbing it. Echo shot at bug number 1 with flamethrower, but it backfired and she got knocked out. Woke up in the apartment, freaking out. She ran down to the rec room and then Rooster's basement. Astral projected under the sewers to look for bugs, but didn't find anything. She and Gremlin went up to the apartment to discuss Gremlin's health changes. It's weird, but Echo is very accepting. Gremlin can see Steve now and astral stuff. Neat. Saturday at 10 a.m. they met in the parking lot with Trek, a troll, who is driving a semi-truck. Another SUV with a couple of people, forgettable, and Francois. Echo sent some spiders to watch over the semi-truck. They like the troll's music. A tall mage is protecting the SUV at the front. He nods at Echo and gets Quinn's name wrong as Queen. Echo
With his French accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it Queen? Queen?
Echo tries to offer Gremlin different jerkies, but she doesn't want it. Quinn offers her a plasma pack. She manages to resist eating it, convincing him she's not a vampire. But Echo sees her pained expression. Blood equals snack. Quinn starts researching other options, but accidentally opens up vampire porn on full sound and open mic.
Wow.
I laughed out loud when I got to my rewatch.
Yeah. I wrote, "Oh, the shame." We make it out of Sailor's territory into Ute?
Ute. Yeah, Ute territory.
As the sun is going down. Gremlin is feeling a lot better. Francois announces we're almost at the way station. He knows them, so be cool, and they'll probably have food for us. We see some neon signs as we pull in to an ancient truck stop, way station. A couple of trucks, SUVs, and a lot of bikes. Echo sees the sign, hits Gremlin on the arm, and says, "Beware the station." Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in my notes earlier, but she got a warning from Spider to beware the station. She tells Quinn and Coyote over the comms to be on their guard, especially for bug people. We all park and get out. The station is surrounded by forest. Coyote recognizes Francois' accent as South or East African, something like that. Echo notices that Francois has expertly masked his aura. Gremlin and Coyote stay with the truck to watch it, while Quinn and Echo head into the diner. It is full of raucous noise. Raphael has met up with an actual Sasquatch woman. That explains his aura, which looks like a Sasquatch. All 4 of us receive a message from Bones. Rise is starting a fight club for employees. Need help. Echo puts some spiders down to look around for bugs. She spots a guy at the bar that looks almost exactly like one of her vision bugs. After a brief panic attack, she realizes it's not him, but he and his partner have masked their auras. Suspicious. Quinn looks for evidence of insects. This place is filthy, but he doesn't see any swarms. Coyote checks in on Gremlin before heading in. She stays and sees a nearby mechanic cut open his hand, but resists the urge to eat him for now.
But only for now.
Amen.
Echo sends a photo of suspicious potential bug people from her fancy glasses to the crew. Just then, Trek stands up and kicks another troll. The crowd clears to make room for their fist fight. Coyote sits down next to the suspicious bug people. as Echo stares at them, and Quinn watches the fight fascinated. That's where we ended it.
Okay. So we're gonna just star wipe probably because it feels like the right tone.
The more you know.
Yeah, exactly. Rainbow into just a total an office floor devastated, right? Flickering fluorescent lights. It looks like post-apocalyptic, zombie nightmare, except there are no zombies running around. And in fact,
city after the outbreak.
yes, exactly. And as we sort of pan across, we really don't see anyone at first until we notice a couple of desks that have been flipped over and the cardboard partitions have been tipped down to provide some amount of cover at least. And we see several people in what were probably nice work clothes a couple hours ago. And they are hunkered down there reloading weapons and trying to re-secure the Velcro on kind of cheapy bulletproof vest, which is bulletproof is probably a really strong word for what this is.
Bullet resistant.
Yeah, it's a heavy vest.
Bullet shaming.
Yeah, bullet shaming. How dare you? Oh, ow. How dare. The group is comprised of Ashen,
Oh, hey.
who has gotten this group somewhat to where they are now,
Cool.
not being, as in not dead.
Good.
And they're also joined by Commander Gold, who will be reprised by Mac tonight, who originally screened Gold for us, and it's fantastic. Would anyone else like to jump into the scene with a temporary character? We'll only be here for a little bit.
Sure. His name... Oh my god, I just had his name and I lost it. His name is Danny Silvestri.
Ooh.
He is an intern.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
He's just here to get the coffee.
Yep.
And,
Oh, no.
and now...
Well, this is just a motivational team building
Yeah.
exercise with live fire and real bullets.
Right.
So,
Yeah, he's a little apprehensive, a little nervous what's going on, clutching his weapon close to his chest.
is he an intern from the city or an intern from the Barrens?
An intern from the Barrens.
Okay, great.
Played by Elijah Wood.
Just swooping in for a cameo.
Yeah, you
Like,
know.
this looks like fun. I love
He
this
was in
show.
town, yeah.
Yeah. He would want to do this show for sure. Okay. Anybody else?
Sure.
Yep.
I'll jump in as Kelsey, administrative assistant, played by Kristen Bell.
Yep. Why not? We can do whatever we want.
Perfect.
We have an incredible budget for this show.
It is the return of Michael Lackey.
Oh, it's
Yes.
tied around his head.
Uh-huh.
Michael Lackey.
We did not know Michael had this kind of abs. We all sort of assumed
We
because
should
you
have
played him.
assumed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the other way.
Oh, other way.
If you watch The Good Place, the first time Chidi's shirt came off,
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't that come off sooner?
I don't know. Damn it, I gotta watch that show.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That boy is ripped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Lackey, played by Chris Evans.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This shouldn't conflict with any of his other universes.
Hey, he's done with Captain America. He's
Yeah.
free for
Yeah.
Do whatever.
So last time we saw Lackey, he was a real sort of bootlicking, sniveling,
Yes.
useless human being.
He's been in the shit now.
Okay, for several hours.
Several hours.
Just broke like that.
Shit. It's intense, man.
What's the weapon of choice?
Well, a stapler and a hunting knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he likes the wet work.
Wow.
Up
Yeah.
close.
It was always
personal.
right under the surface.
Yeah. I mean, a gun is so impersonal, don't you think?
Yeah.
If you really want to connect with your client, you've got to have a blade.
That's terrifying. And I love
Okay.
it.
All right. Cool.
So also with the group is Security Chief Lee, who
Nice.
is probably giving you some amount of confidence that both
Yeah.
Commander Gold and Chief Lee, who's actually ranks above Commander Gold, Agnes Lee is
Yep.
here. And just a quick throwback too, this is the same Lee who Ashen had a romantic encounter with.
Well, yes, yeah. We didn't really have a romantic encounter.
Well, not in that scene.
Not in that scene.
Yeah,
But
it's been
but
several days since then. So
since then, there's been some
entanglements.
And yeah,
Okay.
that's a good word.
Yeah. All right.
It said something.
Your workflow has meshed.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Really.
Yes.
Synergy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Synergy.
Stop saying synergy. That's my word.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
You're gonna be fine. Sorry.
Calm down. Calm down. It's just an intern. You okay?
Yeah. Does
Yeah.
anybody want coffee?
Yeah,
Being
no-
an intern is no excuse. Every gear in its place.
Yes.
In its place.
This
Yes.
should definitely go get us some coffee, though.
Get us some coffee.
Can I get some cover fire on the way to the break room?
Cover fire is not for winners.
Incoming! And Lee tackles Ashen
Yeah.
into cover under the desks, and you don't really know what she saw. She just yelled incoming, and what are your reactions?
Kelsey grabs the intern and puts him in front of her.
I love it. Yep. Commander?
Sorry.
No, it's
Layla,
fine.
Layla takes another sip of her coffee that's been in
Okay.
her Rise Corp cup this whole time.
All right, so you just stand there watching this thing come over the cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lackey grabs a whiteboard and smacks the grenade back.
Oh,
towards-
okay. So here's what comes over the edge
okay,
of the
it's not a
cover.
grenade? Oh,
Is
okay.
this? It's a long black sort of cylindrical thing that could easily have been mistaken for a grenade. It's maybe a foot long. As it comes like end over here, and you go to hit it, you realize, is that a toner cartridge? And boom, and it just goes, and there's just black dust cloud everywhere in your cover area, and you can't see anything. So, if you didn't know, laser toner is actually super fine particulate plastic dust.
Oh.
So, real good to get that in your lungs.
I crouch down and then I rise back up with a glare in my eye, and I take 2 fingers and I just rub a
Smear that
blank
down.
spot. Yeah.
Okay.
They'll never see me coming.
Okay.
I think Danny's going to start firing into the cloud.
Okay. Just
Pressing fire!
okay. Good.
Kelsey's gonna take her pashmina and just wrap it around her face so she doesn't have to breathe any of that, and
Yeah.
continue using the.
Just
intern
stand behind
as
the
a
intern.
leash.
Yep. I like that. Commander.
Fair.
By the way, your implants have adjusted, switched to thermographic mode. The toner isn't really an issue, and you can see several people like crouch running around the end of your cover, thinking that you can't see them.
They ruined my coffee.
Yeah, that's nasty. You can't drink that now.
Out come the guns.
You just
Monk goes down.
pinpoint like
Pump, 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 pump. No raise, no bonus. Every gear in its place.
what does it turn out that Silvestri is actually shooting you?
Oh, probably just a bunch of desks.
Okay. No.
The water cooler? Gonna be the water cooler?
Oh yeah.
That's coming out of your paycheck.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm an unpaid intern.
Good news, you owe us money now.
And Lackey,
You can stay longer.
you've been invited to stay.
Forever.
It's mandatory.
Can I see them coming around the corner?
Lackey, you don't see them, but you see Commander Gold shooting at tracking something coming around the side there.
Okay. I grab Silvestri and what was Kelsey, and focus your fire. I want you to synergize your workflow, speak together, and organize your employment goals.
Are you done, Lackey? You have to
Motivate, and then I turn them towards where the commander is shooting, and grab their arms from behind them and start pulling the triggers.
All right.
We are one workforce.
You
Team spirit on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Commander Gold, you have easily dispatched
Sure.
the people before all of this happened. But so that all that chaos is happening.
I still want to just. This is horrible. I really want to come up with my pistol right behind Lacking, just like bop, and just knock out. And like, nobody tells my team what to do but me.
I'm fine with that.
Oh
Yeah, that's good. As literally the dust settles, we realize Chief Lee and Ashen have moved off to maybe flank the enemy or something.
Or make
They're
out.
yeah. Sure. Flanking the enemy is what
Right.
the kids are calling it these days.
Yeah, porque no los dos.
So we catch up to you two going down a stairwell,
Yep.
covered in this like toner dust
Right.
and all the water and just everything that's been happening.
Dust.
Coffee stains.
Yep.
Just office,
blood of our
office
enemies.
warfare. Yeah. And you know that the chief is leading you this direction because she is sympathetic to the fact that you have been, for your own protection, invited to remain on the premises indefinitely.
That's right.
Not as a prisoner, obviously.
No.
That's not the right
Indefinitely
term.
Without really leaving privileges.
They are offering you free room and board forever.
Forever.
To stay here and do your job.
In exchange for privileges to leave at my leisure.
Yeah,
But why would I want to?
Why would you want to? It's so dangerous that you were almost killed.
That's true.
And that's the
I'm
sort
down
of
a finger, down a...
yeah, your
my left
pinky's
down.
pinky's gone, and you were almost cut in half.
That's right.
And we determined you would have actually needed to burn one of your edge.
Okay.
So what's your edge attribute?
My edge attribute is 0.
Oh, that can't be right. So you have an edge attribute and then current edge.
Current edge.
I think maybe you've been spending your attribute by accident. So we'll go back and look at that later. You probably have 2 edge.
That makes
And so your actual attribute is down to 1.
Okay.
You actually would have to permanently burn
Right.
an edge attribute point
Got it.
to not have died.
Not have died.
Yeah.
That was no fun.
As it turns out, mono whips are real dangerous.
They're real bad.
The worst.
Yeah.
They're real bad. That was cool how that happened. That
Yeah.
was really, really cool.
But
Not upset about it at all.
your, let's say, friendship with Lee has resulted in, her affection and sympathy that you should be allowed to come and go as you like. And
Yes.
so she has created a sort of a ghost ID for you
Yep.
to get in and out of the
That's nice.
security doors.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually log as anyone having come through. Actually, she confides in you that she got this new gal Bones to help her craft this thing.
I've heard
And
about Bones.
It sounds like she's, Bones is cool.
I think Bones is real sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, Bones.
and as a reference, if you don't know, Lee is like 6'4", orc, Asian gal, probably mid-30s, fairly muscly, but more just athletic in general, right?
Yeah.
So not like weightlifter or anything, but pretty strong. And, chief of security.
Yeah.
They're going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the two of you get down the stairwell, and she helps you escape out into the night. Is there any sort of parting words before you go? I mean, of course, you're going to be back right away.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. That's a big stuff. Baby, I'll be back. Be back before you know it. Just
Okay.
let me know how it all turns out in there.
All right, well, be safe out there, and you have my number if you need help.
Yep, I will call you immediately.
Okay.
Don't you worry though. It's going to be fine.
All right.
This is the safest place for me.
All right. Well, you know this area better than anyone, so
Yeah.
do what you got to do. All right. Well, I'll see you soon.
Very soon.
All right. And we'll fade there.
Yeah.
When you get back to the Greenwood Collective, you find out that you have just missed. So this is Saturday night,
Okay.
and you find out that your friends have maybe didn't realize you were going to be gone so long, or thought you were going to be gone longer.
Right.
And they have taken a job. Rooster explains this to you in private. That they've taken a job to escort a caravan, a convoy, into Ute Native American territory, and they're going to be gone for a few days. So we have a couple options for you, the player. One, you could jump in and play one of the NPCs that they've met on the road, and we'll just apply karma and say, wow, his character sheet looks a lot like your character sheet. Weird. Or we can put you on a motorcycle and race to catch up and pop you into the scene at a dramatically appropriate...
I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motorcycles away.
Quinn does have a motorcycle. If you don't have one of your own, you can
Didn't we
take
steal
his.
some cloundercycles?
Yes,
I
but
don't-
those are electric scooters.
They're not scooters. They are electric motorcycles. They are motorcycles.
Yes.
They're just electric motors.
Okay.
Well,
You'd
Yeah.
be
Quinn
surprised
has-
at how many people you can fit onto one.
That's what the horn sounds like. But it's worth
How
it.
many clowns can dance on the head of an electric motorcycle?
Infinite.
Yep.
1,
Two.
3.
3.
Okay, so then we see Ashen packing up, gearing up,
Yep.
ready to
Boom,
try
boom,
to
boom.
blast through the neighborhood. Do you have a camo suit? I forget if you have
I
one
do
of those.
not have a camo suit.
Okay, so I think you probably do.
All right.
It would replace your Urban Explorer jumpsuit,
Great.
and it's something that Lee could have requisitioned for you. You'd probably need to dish out some dough.
That's fine.
Because she has to get it through the black market for you.
I still have all of the... You still have the union from the job, right?
Yeah. So let me just look up how much that is. I think it's like $1,000 or something.
That's
It's
fine.
not. Nope, that's Camoleon.
It's a very different kind of armor.
That's not how searches work. Oh, it's 1,700.
Perfect.
And it is something, by the way, that you wouldn't want to have it on camo mode all the time because it's actually a piece of clothing you require a license to wear around. But you don't have one, so that's fine. Okay, so you're on the road. You get to move a lot faster than a bunch of trucks did, so we'll jump you back into that scene when the time is right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the worst reference ever. Mac. Gremlin is sitting in the car, pointedly not staring at the man who cut his hand.
Yeah.
When he gets up and is kind of tying a rag around his hand, he looks around and he sees the light on in the truck, and he
I'm sorry, was my eye twitching again?
yeah. Hey, you got a first aid kit?
Nope.
Look, I'll pay. Obviously, I'll pay to use your first aid kit.
I don't have one.
Man.
Friend does. He's inside, and he could probably help you out.
Yeah, look, the waitress is mad at me. I'm not supposed to go back in. She told me to wait out here until next week. I mean, I'm not. This for a week. I'm not allowed to go back in. I don't have to wait here.
We've all got problems.
He's
buddy.
explaining, way over explaining the situation to you.
Yeah. Don't care. We all have our problems.
He's like, look, it's really, I don't have a kit on my bike. I'll give you $1,000. Just let me use your first aid kit. This really hurts.
I'm gonna fish around in Quinn's kit and
Yeah.
look for a bandage or something.
Sure.
And I want to just roll down the window as little as possible, and fling it out.
Okay. All right. That's not difficult. You can do that, but unfortunately, even the smallest amount of opening the window, the scent is
Son of a bitch.
5 times what it was before. So, I'd like to have you roll willpower.
Plus anything else?
Let's just roll willpower this time. You only have a threshold of 1. You only need 1 success. But, Hey, see? That was
got 2
easy. You got 2 successes. So yeah, this just overwhelming waft of deliciousness. I believe we said it was blood and fried fish.
Yeah, that's right.
So all the combos, And you check this bandage at this very confused guy. He was like, "Do you want money?"
Nope, just shut up, go away.
Free bandage. And he just like drops the raggedy rag and
Like,
has-
window goes up like as quickly as
Yeah.
possible.
he pours something from a flask on the cut on his hand.
Now he's marinated.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Delicious.
Oh yeah, you haven't been able to drink alcohol since the change
Yeah, he's
either.
alcohol infused now.
Yeah. Did Gremlin like whiskey?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's whiskey he's pouring on his hand.
Of course it
It
is.
really should be a clear liquor for this, but you use what you got.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's cussing a lot. So we'll just leave it as he does that. You have this lovely bouquet of aromas, and he's like 50 yards away, and you can smell all of this. Right? Like he's like around a bunch of cars. It's just, you can see him because he's under one of the lamps where he was working on his bike. And you can see he wraps his hand, pours that on there, takes a drink, and then kind of like sits down next to his bike and nods off because he's just like in pain. So he's gonna
What a bastard.
drift off.
Good snacker face.
I tried. Inside, the scene is a lot more jovial than maybe you would have expected. The trolls involved in this big fist fight. It's only big because they're 12 feet tall. It's just two people fighting. But each hit is a resounding. It's heavy and hard hitting. Even though also neither of these trolls, if you know troll physiology, they're not particularly big guys. They're pretty average sized trolls. So they're just punching away. It's not a very elegant fight. You'll recall one of them is Trek, your trucker guy who's driving the semi-truck that you're escorting. The fight carries on, and let's just check in on what everyone's doing, because it's more than a few seconds of that. What are you up to?
Eyeballing the heck out of those bug people. Just watching them eat their dinner suspiciously.
Okay, roll perception, please.
Okay.
Perception plus intuition.
Perception, intuition. Hold on, I have to remember how to play this game.
Do you want some of the black dice there? There's a bunch of them.
Nope. Those have tried to murder me too
Bad
many
dice.
times.
Murder dice.
Dice are
Murder
awesome.
dice. Ooh.
One?
One?
Okay.
You count fives, yes?
Yeah, fives and sixes.
Whew, okay.
Yeah. The pair of them, I noted last time they were having a quiet conversation back and forth, and they're not really speaking up. And you are now able to confirm they are definitely sub-vocalizing using some sort of like throat mic kind of thing, so they don't actually have to speak out loud. They just mouth the words, and so they're talking quietly to each other. But they're also watching the fight, and they have like a little tablet set on the table between them, and they're moving bets, right? Like the two of them are using the same tablet as they're like changing bets around of like how long the fight's going to go on. So they're just betting against each other for fun, and you can see they're betting in the range of 5,000 or 6,000 yen, new yen. So.
Well, if they were actually bug people, they would be able to, like, hive mind speak with each other.
Maybe. That's an assumption you've made.
It is.
Let's check in with Coyote.
Yep. Well, I'm sitting more or less right next to them.
And you can easily see this
that's
this gambling thing happening.
Can I try to read their body language?
Yeah?
Does it look like they're nervous about anything? Does it look like they're waiting for something?
Yeah, let's do intuition plus etiquette.
Okay. That's not great. But we'll do it anyway. Yay! 3 dice. That's 1 success.
Is that a 5? Okay. So what kind of body language are you looking for?
Are they anxious about anything? Do they look like they're waiting for someone? Do they look like... is there like a
You get a little bit of their like the guy closest to you. You're sitting on their left, right?
Yeah.
So the guy on the left is bouncing his leg a little bit, not like at a compulsive machine gun level, but he does seem like they're waiting for the thing to happen, whatever that is.
Okay.
And the troll fight isn't it. They're just, but they're also calm enough to be like
Betting. And...
kind of like jostling each other, like, oh fuck off, you're wrong about that. Like, you know. You can hear a little bit of what they're basically whispering using their throat mics. So,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
all right.
Is there anybody taking actual bets?
Over by the fight, yeah. Like people are betting various things. Most people don't carry around cash, so that people have cred sticks that they're like, loading or unloading. And like, oh yeah, I'll put $1,000 on Trek or whatever, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put 500 on Trek.
Okay. There's one bookie in particular, an elven guy who looks like he's in his 50s. What does that mean? An elf person who looks like they're 50? Are they 100? Are they 50? Are they 500?
Who knows?
Yeah, there's no knowing. But he looks like a 50-year-old Joaquin Phoenix, basically.
Okay.
And is in a black leather vest, no shirt, jeans, biker boots, and looks like the primary person who's taking bets.
Uh-huh.
And so do you ask around? Do you notice him and just go straight to him? What's your...
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to him and say 500 on that one. I assume there's some visual way to distinguish the two of them.
Sure. I mean, are you betting on Trek?
On Trek, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you could just say Trek, too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they knew him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a whole tablet that he's working on, and his part of his vest is a readout of what's on his tablet as he's
nice.
showing odds and like how long the fight's gonna go and how badly they'll get hurt and.
Wait, is Trekker doing any good?
Roll logic plus unarmed combat.
Logic plus. Yeah. Okay.
Or blades. You can roll blades. That's fighting.
Blades? Okay. All right. That's way better. Okay.
It's not a knife fight, but you know what a fight looks like.
Yeah. 4 successes.
Yeah. It's so Trek is doing well, but you are able to pretty critically analyze. Like he will probably win, but not so likely that it would throw the bets off. Like it's a low enough chance that bets are good.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Like betting on him is the smart choice, but it's not so smart that you'll get nothing for betting on him.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm feeling good about this. I'm gonna put 1,000 down.
Okay.
1,000 on Trek.
All right. So the guy kind of pauses. He's like talking to 5 people at once, and then realizes he doesn't know you.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Name?" And he the panel on his vest freezes as he moves to some screen on his on his thing, and he's making notes. What's your name?
Queen.
Queen. I'm Sky. 1,000? I need to see it up front. All right. Boom. Plugs it into his data pad and hands it back to you. He hasn't taken the money yet. He just wanted to make sure you had it.
Yeah.
So, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. All right. All right. Come on, Trekkie. Come on, Trekkie. It's going to go great.
All right.
It's nice to have money again.
Let's see. How are we going to frame this?
Oh, boy.
The bug people
Enter
eat
bug
your
people.
face.
Nothing happens and everyone goes home happy.
Yay!
And then the Fire Nation attacks.
Shadowrun.
Exactly. So the let's return to Echo for a moment. Did you say you were maintaining dual nature, like astral perception, or did you pop in to check and then pop back?
I don't think she popped back because she's looking for the bug people, and they're gonna pop up in that like astral space. They're gonna stick out more.
Yeah.
She thinks in astral space.
Okay. So there is an overlay in your vision, and you realize this isn't even what's really happening. It's you are reliving your nightmare. All right?
Oh.
We'll see how cognizant you are of that, but
Okay.
around the area where the trolls are fighting, this like catches your eye and you look away from the bug people. I'm putting air quotes around that because I'm not confirming that for you. You look over to the troll fight, and you remember how the corner of the rec room had looked sunken in, like a pit. It looks like the floor under the trolls is starting to give, and nobody notices.
Uh-oh. Okay.
What do you do?
Let's see. I think...
Use magic. Nothing ever goes wrong when you
Right?
use magic.
Yeah. You've never actually faced consequences. The one time was a dream. It was just a bad dream.
That was
Yep.
just a bad dream.
Yep.
Well, she is made... I did put up my combat sense.
Yep.
So is that...
How many successes did you have on that?
Oh, I don't remember. It was at
was
least
like-
one.
It was like 3 or 4, wasn't it?
I think so.
Do your spell casting. Just
Yeah.
what your spell casting plus magic, and let's just see how many hits you get. Let's pretend you're recasting it because you probably get a bunch.
Okay. Plus magic. Need more dice.
I've got a bunch over there. I'm never gonna stop doing that, by the way. So sorry.
Shun the non-believers. That's just one success.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, I'm
That's a
gonna.
lot of twos.
I know you had at least 3, so I'm gonna give you
Okay.
3, which adds dice to your perception checks.
Yes.
For combat-related.
Yeah, I think
Things.
knowing that she has combat sense up, if I'm not getting the like, warning, Vulcan's off the starboard bow sense, then I'm gonna take a closer look at it before I like
Yeah.
throw a spell at it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
What is? Can you read combat sense for us real quick, like the
Oh yes.
Cliff Notes version?
Combat sense.
Just want to double check because I know it like helps with initiative and a bunch of stuff, and like surprise attacks.
Yeah.
Stuck in my head.
Klingons off the starboard bow, starboard bow.
Combat sense. The subject can subconsciously analyze combat and other dangerous situations within range, sensing events a split second before they happen. Let's see. Every hit on the spellcasting test adds 1 die for reaction on surprise tests, and also to rolls made when defending against ranged melee attacks, as long as the spell remains in effect.
So mostly defense rolls and surprise attacks.
Resisting like surprise.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This isn't a surprise attack that's happening.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say it really looks like that floor is about to give out. So I would have a hard time imagining Echo doing nothing. I don't want to like dictate how far
No.
you should go with this, but it's a little bit leaning into the trauma of the dream and how awful that was.
Yeah.
So you can smell the smoke. And
Oh, okay.
that like acidic quality of the spit that was in the air, and that floor looks like it's buckling under the fight.
Okay. If that's what's happening, I don't know that other troll guy.
Mm-mm.
I would like to cast armor on Trek.
Oh, okay.
Because if bugs are coming up, he can defend himself, but I can protect him from here.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll for that.
Okay. So just spellcasting again. Because that was a spell that she was planning to use on it during the dream sequence, but never got to because she got knocked out.
Okay.
Okay, that is 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. And does that just add to his armor? Add 3?
Let's find out. I've actually never used this one before. Armor. Nope, it's not in protection. Sorry, guys, I know it's super interesting.
It's fine. I think it's a manipulation spell.
Counter spell, no. Detection. Agony, that's not it.
While you're doing that, Gremlin, excuse me, that's a hiccup. Can you roll perception plus intuition for me?
Sure.
Aha. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
Okay. It creates a glowing field of magical energy around the subject that protects against physical damage. Oh, this is going to mess up everyone's bets.
Oh, God.
It provides armor equal to the hits scored and is cumulative with other armor. It is not included in any calculations to determine armor encumbrances.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. So let's scoot those dice so Gremlin can roll. We'll come back to that in a second.
Two successes.
The guy is gone.
Okay.
As you're sort of pointedly ignoring him, like, oh, just go away, go away. And then the next time you look, because you're not trying to look, and then you look,
Yeah.
he's just gone. And his flask and a couple of just his tools and stuff on a rag are just sitting there next to his bike.
That's suspicious.
Hmm.
I mean, he could have gone to use the outdoor toilet.
Sure. Could be anything. Maybe it's nothing. It's probably nothing.
Yeah.
It's probably okay.
Just walked away.
Does it look like there was any signs of anything weird?
That's pretty far away from here. From inside the truck, 50 yards away. In the diner, Trek is getting ready to block a big haymaker and probably come up with a pretty smart uppercut. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Let's make the money. Make the money.
Right as he blocks, he's just like, whoom, this whole glow envelops him. What color glow?
Let's see. What's a good weird spidery color?
Black, purple, something. I don't know what black glow is, but
yeah.
Ultraviolet.
Yeah, like a weird
Black
ultraviolet purple.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this other guy just, finishes his punch and his wrist just breaks.
Oh, God.
Because Trek's already a big dude, and just that extra that he wasn't planning on, and the other guy was, they were just a fair fight.
Yeah.
And that guy's howling, because he's got a broken wrist. And everyone's like, oh, foul, what is this? And Trek's like, he looks like he's gonna get murdered, right? He's like, no, I didn't do this. So there's now chaos. I need you to roll reaction plus intuition.
Oh,
to dodge.
Okay. Ooh, to dodge. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm good at that now because I have cyberware. Okay. Neat. And for this dice.
You need at least 2.
Oh,
yeah.
4.
4 successes.
Okay, good. The 3-person fight that goes past you, you're able to easily sidestep and keep an eye out for whatever else. I think you probably kick your wired reflexes on to sort of be able to track this in real time. You sidestep a couple different fights at this point and are like, okay, what is supposed to happen here? Get a little bit of a fighter's crouch, it's just chaos in a third of the diner. Of people accusing other people of cheating. I have to make a roll.
Do take just a second to glare in
Well,
Echo's direction.
there's nothing that would tell you that came from her.
I'm not. This isn't your signature color, or anything?
No, I haven't
You
actually used this spell around you.
Oh,
guys
okay.
before.
Yeah,
Right.
so this is new on a number of levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does your astral chameleon thing do? -2 to for, like checks or something?
Let's see, Astral Chameleon. I did not write that down. I don't think. It does. I think it's -2 to like basically detect my astral signature.
Okay, then I will roll with -2.
I think that's what it was.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Because of the situation, I'm going to give you a chance to basically counterspell. This isn't really a spell, but I'm going to let you do counterspell
Okay.
with a chance of taking drain, depending on
Okay.
what happens. I'm kind of just freestyling this because none of it makes any sense.
That's fair. So just counterspell?
Yeah, do counterspell, and I'm looking up what the drain for counterspell is. It doesn't really have it, but you're going to have to roll for drain.
3 successes.
Okay, so you create a tie. That's a good situation, actually. So normally tie goes to the actor, so the
Yeah.
person who was doing this would have won. But this is a good opportunity for a tie in that you see the bookie, who called himself Sky, sort of pretty expertly getting out of the way,
Yeah.
and become dual-natured and start scanning the room just hawk-eyed, right? Like, he knows exactly what he's looking for. And you manage to just slink back to the coat closet, like you just like Homer into the hedge. And he knows he saw something, but he's not sure what. You know he's looking for you, but you don't know if he saw you.
Okay.
All right? So we'll have to decide
Okay.
what to do there.
Yeah.
Quixote, what are you doing?
I'm going to move one seat over, so I'm sitting right next to those two guys, and try to strike up a conversation with them. To the effect of...
While the huge melee is happening?
Yeah.
Okay. They are
I'm
like...
trying to get their reaction and
Yeah, sure. Their attention is up and not on their little game anymore. They're like... Okay, so what do you say?
This place always get this rough?
What? Who are you?
Just new around here. Thought I'd find a place to eat. I just wasn't expecting to get a dinner and a show.
Yeah, no, it's not usually like this. Mm-mm. Roll etiquette plus intuition.
Oh god. This went okay last time. Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay, hold on. Just one success?
Yeah, that's 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Sorry, in your way.
the guy on the left is doing a relatively poor job of trying to act innocent.
Okay.
But that could be he's the one who cast armor.
Right.
It could be he was cheating at the bet anyway. He's going to rob the place. There's a long list of things he could be suspicious about, or you might suspect him of. But, yeah, that's kind of the situation. He's definitely up to something.
Okay. You guys come here often?
Just a couple times.
Alright, cool. Couldn't help notice you guys were taking bets. Who won? Who had this bet?
Oh, well, it's off. Fight was rigged.
There wasn't odds for that? I figured you guys would have had odds for everything.
No, I mean, who's gonna? It was just a fair fight. Why would somebody ruin it?
Who knows, man?
Some trash witch.
Get you guys a drink?
At this point, they both sit up straight, and then they're sort of looking forward, and without really looking back to you, the guy says, "We have to go," and they just get up and walk towards the door, opposite from where the big fight is. The door you came in is opposite the melee,
Got it.
so they head towards that door.
Okay. Since Echo was the one that kind of told me to keep an eye on them, I'm going to shoot a glare at Echo, or just a look at Echo.
Well, Echo has
Oh,
disappeared.
no, she disappeared. I'm going to look around for Echo.
Echo's in the hedge.
That's right.
Actually, yeah, do perception plus intuition.
Okay. That's a bit better. Perception.
And what is Quinn up to?
I think now that I'm out of the way of the melee, I'm just going to get a drink and watch.
Oh, okay.
That is 3 successes. with
Okay.
one.
Well, you got 3 6s to spot a trash wit.
Yep.
666. Yeah, so you can spot her like boots in the coat closet. Like it's not a coat closet in the sense that anyone puts their coats in there, but I don't know. Who knows?
Like weapon storage? Sure.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in there.
All right.
Yeah, we had to steal our weapons.
I'm gonna. I don't want to lose them. We have comms, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I will just, as I'm walking out towards the door to follow them, I'll message to, I guess, the whole group. Keep an eye on those 2 guys at the bar. They're on their way out. Don't know where you are. I think maybe I do.
I'm on it.
Is this the group to your traveling companions
No,
as
just
well?
our-
just
just
this
our-
group. Okay.
What do they look like?
I sent you guys a picture.
Oh, you sent a
Yeah.
picture?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I'm going to casually follow them out, too. So,
God.
Oh, Lord.
help you out.
Okay. Roll stealth plus agility.
Uh-oh.
Sneaking?
Yes.
I can... This I'm actually good at. Not right
Why
now.
are
Why did you say that?
Lord.
Are you, though?
Oh,
Not
no.
right now, though. That's
That's,
it's just a failure because there's only
Correct.
3 ones instead of 4 ones and no successes. But yeah, that's... I failed.
Okay.
And I'm not spending edge because it'll be more fun that way.
All right. So you like rush over there and basically catch the door as it's swinging shut behind them. Like you're way too, you are now like right behind them, and they just walk away from you. You like almost bumped into them, and they just continue walking out into the parking lot. And remember, the parking lot is kind of a mess of cars and trucks and bikes. There's like 100 bikes, you know, and they just walk straight away from you.
Yeah.
Do I have sight on the door?
Yeah, you see them come out. You see him like almost bump into them.
Kind of shake my head.
I think they saw me. They made me.
How could they possibly?
Not fluffy. Repeat, not fluffy.
No, definitely not fluffy.
Who's got the good French? You have a good French accent.
Yeah.
Oh, could you? What is fluffy?
What is fluffy?
You were broadcasting on the
Who is
all
Fluffy?
on the all team
Oh, no.
channel.
Damn it, Quinn.
Sorry,
Hello,
fluffy. Like,
Queen?
like
Is this Queen?
this is this is Queen. This is Quint. Fluffy, not.
You keep saying fluffy. I don't know what you mean by fluffy.
How you say Bond?
Bon?
Oh god,
C'est bon?
this is worse.
Bone, yeah, bone. Say bone, 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 not bond, not bond, not. I'm out.
Gremlin is going to brace herself and get out of the car and slam the door closed behind her and just kind of lean up against the vehicle watching them.
Oh, okay, so that you can see where they go. It looks like they're headed over to a like a panel van, like a the van that's big enough to it would be like a 15-passenger van, but it doesn't have windows on the sides. So that's where they're headed over to a big white van.
We'll start just strolling in their direction.
Okay. Cool.
I think I'm gonna try to do what Queen attempted to do,
Okay.
which was sneak kind of between cars, use
Sure.
the darkness, and
Let's use sneaking and agility. Do you want to say before you roll, this is the thing I'm good at?
no, I wanted the dice say it for me.
Okay. All right.
I believe my resume speaks for itself.
Okay, here we go.
So that seems like a pretty good statement to make.
Let's see. Really, all of these fours?
Wow.
I have one success, but
Okay,
like a
well,
million fours.
yeah, one's probably not going to be enough.
All right.
So Quinn, you sort of stopped, right?
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
you realized you were too close.
Yeah.
And you see your friend Coyote scoot up past you, do a somewhat better job of weaving through and keeping distance, but Coyote didn't anticipate a street lamp flickering back to life. I mean, really, it was just bad luck. As you are very clearly in view of coming around to try to flank them, and they look at you, and then just keep walking. and they go to sidearms, is this a? No, you're the weirdo from the bar.
Just looking for my bike. Can't remember where I parked.
They don't even reply. They just turn together and walk.
All right.
What? Since Gremlin's been having some dual vision where she's seeing other things, what do they look like to her in this moment?
Roll 6 dice. Did you take anything into sensing yet?
No.
The skill? Okay.
I think we talked about it and then I didn't.
Yeah,
do it.
it's available to you now, but you'll
okay.
have to spend karma and time to train it. Probably some help from your sister. Well,
One
that's one.
success.
Okay.
Hey, I'm new at this.
It's better than 0. Yeah, you pick up their 2 auras. You could tell they don't have much in the way of cyberware. That much. Bright and not bright. Or,
Yeah.
These 2 have fairly dim auras because they have a lot of cyberware. You 3 have much brighter auras because you're, magical and don't have any cyberware to dampen the life force. So, that's...
You think they'd be better at sneaking without being so bright?
So that's my dice.
Indeed. So yeah, that's what you pick up on, is that they're definitely not street samurai or something. They don't have any sort of... I mean, if they have any augmentations, it's pretty minor.
Okay. But they don't seem to be doing anything particularly malicious. It's
Yeah.
mostly that Echo has said that something's up.
Yeah. Are any of you still in the... No, everyone's come out of the diner, right?
in the coat
Oh, you're in the
closet.
coat closet, yeah.
I think I'm probably standing at the door, just watching outside, an
Okay,
idiot.
will both of you please roll intuition plus edge. Your total edge attribute, not your available edge
Okay.
points.
Okay. Bad dice. Okay.
Dice are neither good or bad. Only rolling makes them so.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
There
Okay.
you go.
Look at you. I am in the coat closet.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a luck roll, just, to check luckiness.
Okay.
And both of you feel sort of like a shuddering tremor in the floor of like something heavy was dropped, right? But nothing fell over. There's you don't see what happened. Maybe because you're focused on something else. You're looking around to see what made that big thump. And it's pretty clear no one else is really looking for that because everyone's either in the fight or trying to get away from the fight, or now they're betting on the big fight, and all you know is there was a huge like a shudder, and then it's done. It's not like an earthquake or something.
Okay. Did it feel directional? It felt like it was in the diner?
It felt like it was in the floor.
Can I drop out of my body and look under the floor?
Yes, you will leave a limp echo in the coat closet.
Yep.
Okay.
That seems par for the course of my life.
Okay. Roll. What did we say your astral body stat was?
That's a good question.
Would it be willpower?
I think it's
Was it charisma?
charisma is strength.
Yeah, I would.
Let me look up astral combat.
I would think it'd be willpower. It's your resistance.
I have the astral combat
Oh.
stat.
Okay.
Or skill, sorry.
Yeah. Well, but you're just getting blindsided.
Oh. Cool. Remember surprise attacks?
Oh,
combat
yeah.
sense.
Oh yeah. Does that subtract from surprise attacks or add to your defense?
Let's read it again.
Because I'll roll a different number of dice.
How do you work? Combat sense. I instantly forgot.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, it adds die for reaction for me on surprise tests.
Okay, so let's do your reaction plus magic.
Reaction plus magic. Okay. What's my reaction?
And plus your 3 for combat sense.
Okay. Magic.
It's probably not supposed to be reaction in astral form, but whatever.
6 plus 3 for combat sense. Okay. Come on, Dice. You can do it.
Wait.
You guys.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man.
Wait, I see 2.
There's 2. Look at all those dice, and I got 2 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game hates me.
I wonder if they're intimidated by the black and white dice.
Use the black and white dice. They work really well for me most of the time,
Nope.
except when they don't.
I don't trust them anymore.
Okay, so you have 2 successes. I have to roll against that.
They either work really well for me.
I have
or
3
they-
successes.
Of course you do.
So, the moment that you drop down through the floor, through the foundation of the building,
Yeah.
and some of the pipes and all, you can't really see because your head is in the ground, right? But then you come out into what you would recognize what looks like a video game or movie bomb shelter bunker under about the size of the diner. So probably whoever owned the diner made a bomb shelter for themselves 100 years ago, or 200 years ago, really, like the 1950s style bomb shelter. But you also see gathered here, having drilled up through the floor of that bomb shelter, at least a dozen spirits who immediately attack you.
Cool.
So I have to make an attack, and you will take half of whatever your regular dodge would be. So let's do
Okay.
a sensing plus. Well, normally it's reaction, but I don't remember what astral reaction is. So let's just do a sensing plus reaction in half.
Okay.
Oh well, I only got 2 hits.
Well, I only have 3 dice,
Oh,
so I'm gonna die again.
sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
Dead.
Well, you take you're taking 4 damage, but now you get to roll your willpower, I think.
Okay. Just that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I need to look at astral combat.
Well, I got 1 success.
Okay, so you only take 3 damage.
Okay. And is this is physical damage? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's they punch your spirit and it manifests on your body. Your nose immediately spurts blood, and you have the opportunity to retreat at this point. You're not stuck or grappled or anything, but there it is, astral attributes table. Can you jot this down on your character sheet?
Yes.
Next to your logic. Can you just put like agility in parentheses?
Okay. Okay.
Put next to willpower, put body. Next to intuition, put reaction. And next to charisma, put strength. And your astral initiative, we were probably doing right. It's intuition times 2.
Intuition times 2.
Plus 3d6.
Yes. Yeah, I have the there's a space for astral initiative.
Yeah, okay, so that was written down correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then whenever I need you to use reaction, you'll use intuition when you're fully astral, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have physical attributes. So
Okay, so I would have gotten an additional half a dice.
let's roll one more.
Round up. Okay. Nope, that's a 1.
Okay.
Good job, dice.
Never mind. So now you're going to roll, let's see, the body score is willpower. So I was right. You don't have armor. So roll willpower plus 3 from your combat sense. Because I think you're trying to avoid the damage right now.
Yeah.
Like soak it or try to, deflect some of it. So I think your combat sense makes sense here.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Oh, there you
better.
go.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay. So this thing shoves you back into solid earth. Not that you're stuck there, but you just go whoosh back out of the room, and you avoid all the harm, all the damage.
Okay.
And as you get, blasted back into
Cool.
the earth.
Did I get a look at these spirits?
Yep.
What do they look like?
They look like insects.
God damn it, I knew it. Okay, I am immediately going back into my body.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, so you come back up, and you're in the parking lot, and you zip back to your body. You're back in your body. You're like in this weird crumpled position.
That's fine. I can still use my comms,
And
right?
let's say you do have the bloody nose, even though you didn't take damage.
Okay.
Just because bloody nose is cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can use your comms immediately.
Over the comms, she's gonna just shout, "There's bugs under the diner! There's a bomb shelter!" I saw it with my eyeballs in spirit form.
Okay.
Did you tell any of us about the dream, or was it just Gremlin?
No, I told all of you about the dream,
Okay,
yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, plus you had a long drive to talk about
Yeah,
it. So
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
this is a good point for Ashen to get within range of your group comm, which you probably have Ashen in just out of habit. He wasn't in range. So it's not like a chat. It's like the radio sort of frequency. You come. You've had this great ride, right? Like it's a long ride, but you're just like on the road by yourself.
Oh yeah.
Out of the city.
Yeah.
Get that fresh
Wind
air.
fluffing.
Yeah. You have long hair, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Hair flowing in the wind.
Awesome.
And you come up on this diner in the middle of nowhere that is pretty clearly a hive of scum and villainy.
Got it. My favorite kind of place.
There are several semi-trucks parked willy-nilly and a bunch of motorcycles and cars and vans and all kinds of stuff. But the outdoor lighting is real low, like 10% of what you could turn it on at, so that you're not going to be picked out by satellites and all that stuff. Does anyone remember? Oh yeah, this is called the Way Station, W-A-Y.
Okay.
You're pulling up at the Way Station. You probably messaged ahead, like, "Hey gang, I'm going to catch up." I don't know. Did you want to surprise them, or did you want to?
Yeah, I let them know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they told you, we're headed to the Way Station. Excited that you're going to be able to join us. You guys have been here for a while at this point.
Yeah.
Several hours, and you're just riding by yourself.
Right.
So, you come blasting up the road, and you can see, the lights on in the diner. You can see this like melee that looks like it's taking
my
up half the
God.
diner. You can spot Gremlin's truck, the SUV, and that's probably what you would notice right away.
Yeah.
Where would you go first?
Gremlin's truck. Yeah.
Okay.
But I also key the comms like, "Hey, gang, I just got here. What's this about bugs?"
How close was I to the 2 people that we were trailing?
They were. Oh, you went over on foot to follow them? Oh, yeah. Okay. Probably not that far ahead. I mean, you're seeing them get into their van, I would think. From, I don't know, 100 feet away or something.
I'm going to quietly, as I keep walking, something about bugs. Am I still following these guys from the bar, or...
Fuck those guys, they're not the ones. Army of bugs. Under the diner. In the ground. Just like in my dream.
Okay, they have some weirdness going on too, but...
They punched me in astral form. I don't care about those guys.
Just to be clear, these are the same bugs that killed us in your dream?
Yep.
And you want to
Okay.
go towards them.
Well, there's a lot more people to help fight them.
Alright.
I mean, we could flee and let them devour all of these people, but that seems ill-advised.
I won't get paid that way either.
Yeah.
Alright.
We should alert Francois. I'm gonna switch to open comms. Francois,
Hello?
Oui.
Ho, 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 ho.
it's Echo. I have detected bug spirits underneath the diner. There's a bomb shelter. There are a lot of them.
It is as you expected.
Oh.
You may say so. in your French accent, please.
It's the size you expected.
As I
No,
expected?
as
or
you expected.
As I expected.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, did you also have a vision?
More or less, yes.
Okay. Shall we kill them together then?
I don't see why not. I'm slipping into my stupid mirror accent now. Damn it! Ruined forever.
I'll have to practice my French.
After you.
Thank you, sir.
This is probably a good moment for... So, Gremlin, you're over by the white van.
Yeah,
The guys hopped into the van.
Yeah.
Then, you're hearing this conversation go of, maybe kind of keeping an eye on the van and the thing. And then you hear the chunk of the sliding, the big side door sliding open. And then the further, mechanical noises of heavy firing pins and belted ammo being fed in.
Yep.
As a heavy machine gun is brought around, mounted on the floor of the van. And they're just going to fire into the diner.
Where I'm standing.
And 50 other people.
I'm not sure why they're wanting to do this, so I'm having a hard time deciding exactly what to
Okay.
do.
I'm gonna use that. I think they're gonna get on the trigger in
Yeah.
that amount of time. Okay, so they're do you all see is it Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Oh, yeah.
Where he springs his Bryn gun and the slow motion of the It's a big heavy machine gun like that. That is probably a maybe not 50 caliber, but it is just chewing about halfway up the wall. It's starting it plows through the wall of the coat closet, right behind you, and you drop as it's chewing across.
Good thing I was laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
And
to stop.
the windows on the opposite side burst in as well as fire is coming across. So the diner is in a crossfire of heavy machine guns.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I want their toy.
So one of the guys is sitting in a little, kind of like has a stool.
Yeah.
But it's attached to this arrangement that's bolted to the inside of the van, and he's firing while the other guy's feeding belted ammo from a box.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and stop this from happening because this seems like this is bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Who's closest to me, and are they in range of me running at them, or do I need to draw a weapon and?
No, I mean you could take cover.
It's such a big thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I can move
You could,
around?
yeah, you could move around. You could try to get in the back of the van. You could even like run up next to the like where the opening is, because they're not going to be able to just like turn it.
That's what I was thinking. If I could get in there, and,
Or you could use a pistol and take a shot from here.
I'm feeling like a pistol is going to be really difficult. I'm going to have a better time like dodging.
Yeah, you
this
have
and
had
trying-
trouble holding on to things
Yeah.
recently.
and like hauling a dude out of there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try that.
Okay. Let's have everyone roll initiative, because I think it's time for that.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's roll initiative again.
What's my initiative again?
One step to the left.
Oh,
Just one dice?
I think you have one die plus your reaction plus an intuition.
Action.
Or did we write down initiative?
Oh, initiative.
There we go.
There we go.
7 plus 2d6. Yeah, you have a bonus die from something.
That's right.
I'm on.
Oh,
Look at you.
Oh, nice.
that's a
good opener.
sweet old 19.
Okay. I have a 21. A 19 is Ashen.
20.
20 is Gremlin.
I have a 17.
17 is Queen. Okay, out of character check-in. We don't have to stick with that. These are 5 strangers you met on the trail, and one of them got your name wrong.
No, I kind of like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because if you, Adam, don't like it,
No.
it can just be like a funny thing that happened,
Yeah.
and then we move on.
No.
Okay.
No, Adam likes it, actually.
Okay.
It's appropriate. And like we said, your street name chooses you.
Yeah, I actually didn't even plan that ahead of time.
Yeah.
It just like popped into my head at the moment where you said Quinn. He has a French accent.
Yeah.
Queen? Like, am I hearing this correctly? What do you got?
16.
16 for Coyote. And
13.
13 for
lucky number.
Like our apartment.
Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah.
And then, I have another group to roll for. That's 7, 8, 18. So this is the X group and this is the Y group. Okay, so the X group goes on 21. It turns out the X group, I can just go ahead and name, those are the bug spirits. Spoiler, there's bug spirits under the building.
Do it.
And they come like lava, burst out of the floor. Several people fall in. People are backing away, trying to get away, but the like floor collapses in, and they come swarming out, as bugs are wont to do. And that's their move. They have a lot to take care of to make that happen. Like these placed explosives, and then whoop, out they come, and they're like trying to grab people and get control of the situation. Gremlin. Hold dash, press A.
Yeah, I think so, because I don't know what their goal is, if they're also trying to fight the bugs or not, but they're going to murder, like, literally.
I mean, they were willing to fire heavy ammo into a crowd of people, so...
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they're like, the ends justify the means kind of assholes.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I would like to have control
assholes
of that
come in all kinds of
big gun
flavors.
anyway. That was
That's a
that was a
bad
sentence
t-shirt.
you just said.
I stand by my words.
You're not wrong.
No one's happy about it, but it's true.
Happy Jack's RPG. Assholes come in all flavors.
Life is like a box of assholes.
Even better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the guy who's actually firing the gun.
Okay, so you can move over there pretty quickly. You're not trying to sneak up on them at this point, right? You're just
I'm just
running
gonna,
in the
I figure
opening.
they're paying attention
Yeah.
to shooting the shit out of this
Yeah.
building.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna like try and like leap in basically and like grab the guy and like.
Okay, so let's roll unarmed combat, or close combat. I think you have the group
Yeah.
plus agility.
Too many dice. I got 2 successes.
And Ashen, you're on deck, so
Yep.
you're thinking about that. Okay, so you dash in there. He's going to be at a disadvantage because he didn't realize this was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super focused on what he's doing at this point. And, okay, how many successes did you have?
2.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah, he's not paying attention, but he is.
he's unnaturally fast. In one sense, you've succeeded. He's no longer firing the gun.
Sure.
Right? But he moves so quickly, it's eerie, as he jumps up from the firing bench or whatever it is he's sitting on, grabs your arm that's coming in, and he just spins and sort of like face plants you into the inside of the van wall. So roll body plus armor. And you're looking at 3 damage. So
Let me see what the armor is again.
do you have the camo suit on?
Oh, that was a question I had. I have the camo suit, but I also have my jacket, and I don't know what thing was.
The
Better for
jacket's
me to
worth
have?
more armor. Like, if you're not trying to hide, you should wear the jacket.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide,
Yeah.
so I figure I wear the camo suit.
Yeah,
but,
you
I've got
probably
the
weren't
jacket.
getting ready to sneak in somewhere. And
No.
the camo suit is expensive, and if you damage it, it's like you want to save that for a special occasion. So, yeah, 12 plus your body. And you only need 3 hits. What could go wrong?
Oh
Sorry.
my god, so many dice.
Easy peasy.
I'd say that I got 3
Yay!
hits.
Okay, you
In fact,
reduce.
I got 5.
Okay, so you reduce all the damage to 0.
Okay.
And, yep, there we go. You get face planted into the van. And that gun stops firing. So,
Well, don't do that. Let's
That's
just make
good.
her mad.
Ashen?
Let's see. So now I'm in the parking lot. I see assholes number 1 over here.
Yeah.
Firing inside.
Yep.
I just saw the guy with the gun or the other guy.
Which one?
Of those 2 that
Oh.
Gremlin just went after.
Yeah, so the 2 in the van, she got the gunner off
That-
of his seat.
Okay.
And so the 2 of them are facing off against her in the van in this super tight quarters.
Okay.
And yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on from here because now you kind of can't see her. Like you saw her run into the van.
Got it.
And then the van's rocking, but you should probably come knocking.
Yeah, that is definitely my plan, to come and knocking on this here old van.
Yeah.
Can I grab the gun and spin it inside?
Well, it's like an enormous machine gun, right?
Okay.
So it's not going to be something you want to use up close.
Got it. You know what? Yeah, I'll just go past it and thump the nearest dude.
Yeah. So as you
The
get
old
in there,
killing hand.
one of the guys is on the other side of the machine gun from
Yeah.
you, but the other one has his back to you because he's
Oh, yeah.
face
I'm
planted
gonna
her up against the wall.
Hit that guy in the back of the head.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do your unarmed combat
Unarmed combat.
plus agility. And then I have a group, and then it's Queen's turn, just so you know.
Okay.
Plus agility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1 success.
Okay. So
And yeah, no glitch.
if you wanted to spend an edge point and re-roll the failed dice, that's an option. To have more than 1 success, since you had a lot of dice there.
Nah.
Let it ride? Okay.
No, let it ride.
Okay. So I'm going to take a minus for your surprise attack.
Mm-hmm.
And, I should take more minus because I'm dealing with you. Oh, well, that's a glitch based
a
on the
glitch.
number of dice I was required to
Yep.
roll.
Oh shit.
So, this happens so fast, right? You jump in there, he somehow reacts to you coming in the van, slams you, but you just what? Like your face hits the inside of the van, and you're like, ugh, I'm gonna rip your face off. Is
Yeah.
probably what occurs to you. He also smells real edible. Then, so this, all you could see, right, and you can hear a lot of movement, you know what's going on, you're like, is that Ashen? And then the guy who's holding you against the wall in the van smashes his face right next to yours. And he's just like, blood spurts out of his mouth, and we'll need to roll. Let's see. What's your base damage? I don't know what your unarmed damage is. I probably wrote it down under weapons.
Let's see.
Maybe on the back. No, you're not a ranged weapon. Oh, I didn't write it down under melee weapons. Okay. So I think
Improved unarmed, rating 2.
Yeah, I think. Well, you do physical damage first of all, and I think you do like strength plus 2 damage.
Strength plus 2. That makes.
So what's your strength?
3.
Okay, so you're doing 5 damage. I have to roll my body plus my armor. Do I have that much body? No. That's 6. One more. Okay. Okay, so he takes 1. As you get in there, you weren't able to focus your hit on his head, and you like hit his body and you realize he's wearing body armor. So you were able to transfer a lot of power into it, but it's absorbed. So he takes a little bit from that. Okay, and then on 18 is the Y group is these guys and whoever their compatriots are. So I'm going to say the Vanguard. Vanguard. Yeah. Everyone's happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so these two are going to turn around and each one's going to try to attack you. So let's see. The one that you just hit, I think had to let go of Gremlin to deal with you, and so he's turned around and is going to try to fight you.
Got it.
Okay, so need you to make your unarmed combat plus agility.
Unarmed combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if you're tuning in or you weren't paying attention last time, listeners, I do all unarmed combat as an opposed check, and whoever gets more successes is the one who does damage. So even when you're getting attacked, you might be able to turn an attack around, like in this situation.
4 successes.
Okay, well, I only got 2, which means you net 2 successes in him punching you. So what does your counterattack look like?
So yeah, just swap under
And
uppercut.
oh, just that jaw
It's
jarring.
sitting right there.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got your strength. I think I'm not going to use my body armor in this roll because that doesn't make sense. And okay, I get to reduce it by 1. So your strength plus 2
is 5.
and you get 1 more is 6. So yeah, you just straighten this guy up. He like comes off the floor a little bit, bangs his head against the back of the van. He's not out, but he's not in good shape at this point. He just took 6 damage, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
And the other guy in the van is trying to back up to the back of the van and gets his gun out, and that's like half of his turn, and he's going to shoot once. I think at Gremlin.
Okay.
Because you're the one he saw first by the time he got his gun out. He's like, doesn't know what's happening here.
Where did this guy come from?
Yeah. So we're going to roll 4 and 6 is 10. Yeah. Okay, so you need to roll dodge, which is intuition plus reaction.
Intuition, reaction.
And you only need 3 hits.
I got 2.
Okay, well, tie goes to the attacker in that case, so he's going to do his minimum damage. You need to roll your body plus armor.
Okay, that's
That dump truck of dice.
6,000 dice.
Yeah. And he's doing 8 damage. So we need the dump truck to roll well. Heavy
dump
pistols are awful. Oh, although I think you have... Oh, no, it has armor piercing. That's fine. We're going to ignore that just again.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice.
5. Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, good job. So you take 3.
Okay.
So mark 3 physical boxes. as you get shot in the shoulder. Kind of pushes you back, but doesn't really spin you or completely throw you off balance.
Okay.
And I have to say, I think you got hit because you're distracted by the other guy's bloody face.
Oh yeah, I figure I'm super distracted right now.
It smells so good. Also, for you two who are kind of in or at the thing, the other side's turn is they're just chewing up. There's like this heavy machine gun fire is coming now just from one direction, and you can watch where it is and be like, "No, thank you."
Okay, so there's more people shooting.
Yeah, from the opposite side, and they've fired so far at this point that like part of the far wall is falling down, right?
Okay.
Because they're like literally chewing a line through the middle of the glass and all that. So
Okay.
And bugs are still
the
coming up through the floor?
yes.
Great.
And I'm gonna have you roll perception plus. No, roll firearms or pistols or whatever. What gun
Okay,
skill
I
do you
have pistols.
have? Pistols plus intuition.
That's intuition. 4 successes.
Okay. As the gunfire moves, you see the bug spirits coming out, and you see the actual, like, the tracers of the machine gun jitter and track the first bug spirit that it can shoot at.
So it kind of like it moves towards them?
Yeah, because it was just going chug, 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 and then when a bug spirit came up out, it tried to aim at it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Didn't like really hit it, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Based on your experience with shooting,
Yeah.
it looks like they were trying to shoot the bug spirits,
Ah, okay.
and they also didn't give a shit who else they shot.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Okay. So, and is it my turn?
Yes.
So I just kind of shout out to everybody to like get low and run. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Francois and Checkbook, I think, were having dinner together. They're like trying to carefully get out of this. I mean, there's no like heroics in a
Yeah.
situation like this, right? You just
Right.
like
You just everybody
hands
go-
and
yeah.
knees, get out of this situation. And fortunately, they can go towards your side because your side isn't shooting heavy rounds into the building.
Yeah.
So that's most people are trying to go that way at this
Yeah.
point. But also, spirits are swarming all over the place.
Yeah.
So
So I want to basically just kind of try and help guide people out rather than get engaged in the combat.
okay, let's roll charisma plus leadership.
You can do it.
I would also accept charisma plus etiquette,
Oh God.
or
It's so funny. So 2 dice.
that's your charisma.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 success.
Whoa.
Yay!
Nailed it.
Thank you, dice. You're my lucky.
You mother
a good
fluffers,
buddy.
get the fluff out over fluffing here! And everyone is so fucking confused. You have their attention.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And people are streaming out of your side of the diner.
Nice.
People are getting
Yeah.
shot as well. Like
Right, yeah,
people are
yeah.
just getting cut down. There's just carnage in
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah.
Like I should have mentioned, like there's like blood spray. Bugs are getting splattered, like everything all at once, right?
Right, yeah.
But a bunch of people are escaping this
Yeah.
way.
The
Thanks
more
to you.
people get out, the less
Yeah.
carnage there's going to be.
Yeah, I think a lot of people knew initially you were getting shot at from both sides and
Yeah.
didn't realize that this side stopped.
Yeah.
And so you drawing attention to that got
Yeah.
a lot of people to safety.
Cool. Okay.
Or moving to
Yeah.
safety.
And then I just stay crouched on the ground and I'm holding the door open so they can all get out.
Okay. Great. Coyote. And then Echo, you're on deck.
Okay.
So
I believe I
his
got it.
initial thought would be to go and help Gremlin, but since it looks like Ashen's got that taken care of, Coyote's going to go for the other van because he doesn't realize that they're going for the bugs. They're just shooting the people that are going to pay him,
Yeah.
and that's problematic.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of just shooting everybody.
Right, which again, problematic.
Yeah.
So as he's gonna make a mad dash for the other van. And
Okay.
try to get a
Yeah, so that's going to be running all the way around the diner.
Right.
I think that's probably a whole
Sure.
movement turn, is like a double move to get all the way around there, if that's all right.
Absolutely fine.
But I think that gets you around within view of the van. And also the reason why you can't get there right away is you come dashing around, really moving too fast for stealth. And whoever the people are in this van are a lot more aware, and their person feeding the belt is watching as well. Like they're kind of like feeding with one hand and watching with a sidearm.
Okay.
And fires a couple shots at you. It just hits a car, but you have to duck, and then they're like, okay, how am I going to get over there? So you're now over close to the van, and next time you'll get to do something about it.
Sounds good.
But yeah, that's why
Okay.
you weren't pinned down, but you got slowed down. Echo.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
In my memory of my dream, where was the fire in relation to the bugs?
Oh, it was all around? Like the building was on fire.
The building was on fire, yeah. Did the bugs seem like they were worried about the fire, or no?
Not more than anybody else.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Alright. I would like to summon an elemental.
Okay.
Because,
Wait, fire elemental?
yup. Because my memory of the stream was bugs plus fire. Well, I know a fire guy.
You do.
Didn't the dream not work out well?
Listen.
Did we name the fire guy?
Nope, not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. I had a name in mind, and I don't remember what I put.
4, Alright. Let's summon a spirit.
If I use
Dice, you can do it.
Pokemon naming rules, it's like Frierian guy.
Is that a plan, Guy Fieri?
Yeah.
2,
Nice.
3, 4. 4
Okay,
successes.
great. So I have to make an opposed check. I assume you're going for 4-6.
Yes.
He'd be sort of offended if you didn't
Yeah.
give him that much. The opposed check, wow, he gets 4.
Tie goes to me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you need a net success for this to be successful.
Oh.
So,
fuck.
do you want to spend an edge to reroll your failed dice?
Yes. Guys, you gotta do better. Okay, I got 4.
Mm-hmm. And then, you have like 6 dice left?
Yeah.
Isn't that
1.
1. Okay, great. So, the summoning is successful. And the drain for summoning is the number of successes that the spirit got. So you're up against 4 drain.
Okay. Okay.
I reviewed Conjuring today because I thought this might happen.
Yeah. Call a friend. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Magic has no
No
consequences.
consequences. What's my friend's name?
Oh God, I can't.
Well, she was gonna call him Scorch.
Okay, well, you call him Scorch, and he's like, "That's not my name."
Okay.
And
You can tell me your name later.
okay, so you have 1 service from him, and it works a little bit like talking to a djinn. What do you want Scorch's service to be?
I want him to burn the bugs.
Burn the bugs. Okay.
He likes to burn things. I don't like bugs.
Yes, he does.
It's good for everyone.
So on your next turn, that'll start to happen, right? Like,
Okay.
and he's like currently manifesting, and so this like column of flame has appeared, and he's making a very dramatic entrance because he's a little extra.
Yeah, good job, buddy. This is why we're friends.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's pulling himself out of astral space, and the
Is it a free action to tell everyone on comms that the
Yeah.
fire elemental is my friend?
Yes.
Please don't hurt.
yeah.
Good to know.
Wasn't planning on it.
And they really can't hurt it with guns anyway, so.
Wait, there's another mage. The
Oh, that's
Sasquatch.
true. That's true. Yeah, and we don't know what Francois is yet.
Yeah, and we don't know what Francois is. So I would just tell everybody I found a very flammable friend.
Yeah. Okay.
Help.
This guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he is like 7 feet tall, column of flame person. So
I give him that little wave.
yeah,
Cool. Tight.
Scorch. We'll just call him Scorch for now.
That'd be great.
And in the process of this summoning, this is like a lot of effort and
Especially from the floor.
yeah.
It's difficult.
And really, there's a little bit of a slowdown, and there's a moment where you almost didn't get him, right?
Yeah.
And the reason is he's saying, "What will you promise me?"
Oh. Do the thing, and then I'll tell you.
Right. Okay. So then it
Wink.
almost didn't work. Right. And you were finally able to wrest control and say, "Well, you just have to."
Yeah. Sorry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. So you have your one success. Fight the bugs. He will try to do that. And I'm using he. A lot of spirits are going to be they them, but Scorch definitely has kind of a masculine aspect to him. So we'll use he him for Scorch.
Got that big dick illusion.
You proud of yourself?
Yes, I am very.
Big.
Big
Welcome into
energy.
that.
We better watch the big Twitter and see if they use that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Their social media person, somewhere, is like, wait a minute.
What?
Okay. Well, so the crowd runs around, and your other team of people are sort of collecting and getting their shit together, as in ready to fight. And you see, Checkbook is crouch running back to their van because remember she had that huge mount thing that she had put away to pull in here because it's rude, and so, but it'll be pretty quick for her to deploy that. So she dives into their van. The Sasquatch guy, Sasquatch, the wannabe Sasquatch.
Raphael?
Yeah,
Yes.
Raph. Actually lost some time diving to cover his girlfriend, the actual Sasquatch, who's much taller than him, but he they both get to the ground and they're figuring out what to do, and they're casting a spell together, right? They're team casting something, and let's see, the three of you, less so for you two because it's far away and you're real distracted, but you can feel what's coming from them, that. They are doing a ritual casting.
Ooh.
Of they're down behind a couple tables. It would definitely be a visual throwback to the Office fight that we saw at the top of the episode. With, coffee cups exploding and, all kinds of stuff around them.
Good callback.
But they have kind of holed up in a corner, got some tables as cover, and are holding hands face to face, but on their side.
Okay.
And chanting back and forth. And yeah, so something's happening there, but that's good. Ritual casting always takes a while.
Yeah.
And the orc, who you never actually got a name for, I think, is running with Checkbook to get back to the truck. And Francois has run out of the diner to where you are, but then stops and is collecting himself to get ready to do something. You're not sure what he's doing, but he's going through he's looking for something in his pockets. Okay, so now we subtract 10 from everybody's initiative. Bug Spirits will go on 11, Gremlin will go on 10, and then I erase all these ones. Okay, so Bug Spirits swarm out, make a mess. They are grabbing people. They are trying to capture people whole. So they're not just ripping into people. They're doing their best to capture, maybe slam them, knock them out, or whatever, and they're passing them back to people in the pit. So there's a pretty tidy workflow going on where they're, putting each cog in its place. And
Wait a second.
and but they're also chasing people as they come out, and they're coming out towards you.
Okay.
And one of them is grabbing one of really the last people to come out of there is Sky, the bookie.
Oh, uh-huh.
He's like booking it out of there, and he's actually pushing people in front of him, like go, go, go.
Yeah.
All right, so he's like intentionally one of the last ones out, it looks like. Mm-hmm. And then this thing, it's as in her dream, which you haven't seen before because you weren't actually in her dream.
Yeah.
The arm glove, the skin glove bursts, and the insect arms that were like 2 in 1.
Yeah. It's gross all over again.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so that's all 4 arms burst out and grab on, like 2 of them grab onto the back of Sky's vest. And he just like cartoon, his legs shoot forward and he's in the process of being yanked back.
Aw.
And it's your turn. Oh no, it's that's happening. It's actually Gremlin's turn.
Okay. I don't know that I really have a lot of other options than to eat this dude that is here.
I mean,
and
you gotta
full
go
of
with
blood.
your heart or his. Follow your heart. I mean his.
Yeah,
It's
this,
in there.
this guy's gonna go bye-bye.
Okay.
I don't think at this point, with it being that close up and her being starving, that she can really not do that.
Let me ask you this:
Nom, nom, nom.
Do you want him to be afraid of you? On top of that,
Well, yeah, that's more delicious.
yeah, you can feel it instinctively that it actually would be.
Yeah.
So I need you to roll 10 dice. And I'm not telling you what for on purpose.
Okay.
Again, I have a secret sheet of what Gremlin has become. referencing
that
that
would
now.
be 5 successes.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay, I have to roll some dice.
Swear to me!
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, listener, I rolled 6 dice. I can't tell you what I rolled because I would give it away, but
Yeah. Roll to wet pants.
there are no hits, and in fact 3 of them are 1s. 3 out of 6 is in fact half,
That is.
and is therefore a hard glitch. This man is dead. Okay, but here's what happens, and Ashen, you're right there to see
I'm right
it,
there. It's the guy
right up
it's
close.
the guy I just clocked, right?
Yeah, and you see. Well, this is going to give some shit away today. Gremlin is like face to face with this guy because you just like punch the shit out of him, right? And then you grab him. What does that look like? You get your hands on him?
I think probably, like, I'd like to say, since we were kind of like face to face, I think, when he was, like knocked out, right? And he was,
Yeah,
like,
he,
facing
like,
me.
Raised him up. He like clunked back against the inside of the van.
I'd like
and then,
to think I kind of like got him underneath his chin with my claws and drew
Okay.
his head to me.
Yeah, okay, so you grab that, turn his head to you, and you see, you're not aware of this.
Sure.
Gremlin's jaw opens too far, right? And this noise issues
Oh boy.
forth. Scream is the wrong word, but horrific, just guttural, horrible noise that chills you to the bone, and you know the fact that it's not directed to you is the reason you're not like having to deal with serious consequences right now.
Got it.
Right? You're like, she's on my side?
My side.
I think. And then she, listen, it's going to get gross. She chomps in to the side of his neck, rips out, not just bite, but like pulls half of the throat out, part of the face, like
Yeah.
all, like it's just,
It's like eyeball.
yeah. And her eyes are fully white, like all
Okay.
of it's gone. She's just got white eyes, and chomps in. This guy rips it out and is real busy with this right now.
Cool.
But you also see and feel not just that, but like his life force flowing from there to her.
Got it. Awesome.
You're not sure you could really describe that in literal
Yeah.
terms, but
Yeah.
you have this like gut feeling of like,
No.
that's a lot.
Essence.
Yeah. It's called essence.
That's yep. All right.
And I actually need you to change your essence from 6 to 5.
Okay.
And then we'll do another roll in a minute. But you, one thing I'll say is you felt like you spent some of yourself to create this situation, right? To like draw the fear out of him.
Okay.
Cost you something.
Okay.
And Ashen, it's your turn.
All right.
Seems like one of these guys is taken care of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy's taking care of. I am gonna draw my sidearm and try to shoot the other guy in the face.
Yeah. He did a pretty dumb move just backing up to the inside of a
Yeah.
van of like, wait, I should have left.
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
But I'm sure he's also right now staring as watching his
Yeah.
friend get his. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give him -2 to dodge because this
Yep.
is real scary.
Yep.
They acted like robots, but they're not. They're just like basically soldiers.
Yeah. So what is this that I'm shooting him in the face with?
You're using your firearms or pistol skill
Pistols
plus agility.
plus agility.
And I think you have the Ares Predator, so that's 9p damage plus however many successes you get. Oh, and I have to dodge. Dodge -2 is
Predator,
this
yeah.
many. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh.
Ooh.
Well,
That's
Oh.
one of them you don't get to keep.
Yahtzee.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, so -1 because he got 1 on his dodge.
So 4
Oh
successes.
Lord. Okay. I don't know if my armor's going to manage this. So the 4 successes means it's +3 to your damage. You're doing 12p.
12p.
With your first bullet.
Yeah.
You can fire again.
Yeah. Let's try
So
her.
I have to roll my armor. Hold on. Oh, -2 because it's armor piercing. Is it? Does Predator say -1 or -2 for AP?
-1.
-1.
Oh, -1. Okay. Okay. So I reduce it from 12 to 8 damage, which is an awful lot, but not really dead yet. And your second shot is the same amount of dice -1.
Oh,
just
okay.
for being the second shot.
So that's 3.
Sorry, I shouldn't have had you put those away.
No, that's right. That's 3 for that. And then
Terrible
4.
game master.
Let's try this. Hold on. Let me just try a different pool of dice here, because why not? That's 3. So, okay. 3 and 4 is 7. Sorry. And that is just the 1 success.
Okay, 1 success, but I have a bunch of dice pool modifiers now because you shot my dumb face off. Oh, I actually dodged that one.
Hey!
Just by how many successes did you have?
Just 1?
Yeah, okay, well, I got 3, so I like fall over, like oh god, and
And my second shot goes off.
yeah. Did you want to like move around at all, or are you just like kind of holding your position, like
Yeah,
just like watching Gremlin, like oh god,
I'm not watching.
yeah, okay,
I'm holding my position
Pointedly
until
focused.
Gremlin
Yeah.
is done.
yeah.
Do not look directly into
Yeah.
the gremlin.
The Vanguard gets their turn. So this guy is panicked, which, like, you just smell more food in the van
Neat.
because there's real panic at the end. He's going to try and shoot at you, actually. I'm going to have you roll your dodge -2 because you're busy.
Okay. My dodge is.
Intuition plus reaction. I do have 1 success, so here
You
we go.
said -2?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's all of those.
because you are, let's say, otherwise occupied.
2 successes.
That's a clean dodge. So, how did you get out of the way of this bullet? Keep those dice handy because we have to do it again.
I like to think that.
Oh my god.
Yes, I like this. I like to think that she, like, kind of hears that the gun's gonna go
Yeah.
off, and
Click.
while still like chewing on the friend, flips around so the bullet actually hits him instead.
It's beautiful. What a ballet of blood and gore. Can you roll your dodge roll again, please?
Yeah, still minus.
Yeah. Oh no, not now. You're now aware. by the way, I rolled 2 hits on my attack and 4 ones out of 6 dice. So it's a glitch. Oh, but a successful hit, I think.
I got 1 success.
Yeah, and I got 2 with a glitch.
Okay.
So he fires again. You're looking at 8p damage.
Okay.
So you need to roll body plus armor,
All
the dump truck.
dice.
aka. And as he fires, let's see, a good glitch. It's not a hard glitch, so he's firing, and he fires this one shot. He fires twice, like bang, bang, and then the magazine falls out of his gun. What? Now his gun's empty.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I got 5 successes.
Okay, so you only take 3.
Ugh. I don't want
How much total damage are you at?
6.
Okay. So I'm gonna force, and that's actually. So I'm putting a star next to you because you're gonna have to do something that you don't know about on your turn. So help me remember that I said that. Okay.
Okay.
On your next turn. Okay. That was the other Vanguard. You see them still like just they're the main gunner is still firing into the room. The like assistant is trying to track where you are, but has lost you.
Okay.
All right. So is like firing where he thinks you are. You're like, okay, thanks for telling me where you think I am, because I just will not be there. Yeah. Stupid idiot. Queen.
I want to try and save Sky, and try and shoot the bug that's got a hold of him.
Yeah.
So
You're probably going to need to grab Sky to stop this from happening. But
okay.
you could grab and shoot. You have a handgun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, also like you could grab his foot, you grab his arm, you could grab his whatever.
Yeah.
But you like grab onto him and try to shoot
Yes.
the spirit.
Yeah, grab onto him and try to shoot the spirit.
Yeah. I think your character doesn't know that spirits are real resistant to firearms.
Oh, wait, no, would she... Because Adam doesn't remember, but Quinn would remember. You talked about the fighting the bugs.
Yeah.
And that it was like electricity worked or electricity and fire worked. Or no, the knife worked and the guns didn't.
Yeah, the knife worked in the dream. You guys...
But I don't know if that came up. Like, did you tell that part of the story?
I mean, I feel like she probably would have tried to relay.
Tell the whole story?
tell the
Yeah,
whole
okay.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
gonna fight
guns
them.
are currently working.
Well,
In my
Okay, yeah.
in my experience, I'm seeing guns working.
Yep.
So yeah, so that is probably what I would do in the although I do have an analytical mind. Damn it, I don't know what I would know. Okay, I'm gonna grab him and shoot.
let's roll
Oh,
firearms plus intuition.
okay.
Okay.
3 successes.
So you've seen a lot of people in here firing small arms that did fuck all.
Okay.
So
all right.
the heavy machine guns are doing something, but everyone in here with like shotguns and pistols and whatever they had on them have been getting grabbed or dragged away or whatever, and just like emptying clips into people. So
That's right. Okay. I'm going to try my taser actually.
okay.
And see
So
how that
you
works.
grab onto him and try to get your
Yeah.
taser back to the bug that's grabbing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the shooty quarty kind.
Oh,
The
okay.
wire, or the wired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Let's. So that's still a pistols check.
Okay. Pistols and agility.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh. No, keep that. That was a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
See.
5 again. 5
See,
successes.
look at the black dice.
Right.
They're just trying to lure me
They're all
in.
fancy.
Yeah.
They're like tuxedos.
It'll roll
They
ones
are.
if I
They
do
are.
it.
That's black and white.
Tee.
Uh,
Sneaky
So
sneaky.
5 successes. It's armor piercing -5.
Yeah, okay, so he doesn't get his armor for this. And
7 stun damage, electricity.
okay. So normally, like regular spirits, like Scorch, would be totally unaffected by stun damage, but these guys have a physical component. Like they can't just go back into astral space, right?
Yeah.
They're like physically invested in a body. So I'm gonna. I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna roll some dice about it.
Yeah, roll dice about it.
Yeah. All right. So take off 2 of your successes.
Okay, so that'd be 3 left.
3, and what's the base damage?
7 stun.
Okay, so that'd be 9 stun, and I'm gonna roll my body, I guess. Come back here. Okay, so 2. I'm gonna take 7 stun. That's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, so this thing like it jitters and drops Sky, who like grabs your shoulders like, oh my god, and it's like trying to get past you.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. But he's like mumbling his thanks, like he's not like, you asshole. Like he's just like, but not stopping to say, thank you, kind sir, for helping me out of this predicament.
No, that's fine. It's trying to save a life.
Yeah. So he runs past you, and you also now have this like very surreal realization of like you're face to face with this 7-foot-tall insect spirit with your taser wires in it.
Fuck have I
And
done?
it's like looking down at you like it's pretty annoyed with you, let's say.
Yeah.
Coyote.
Do I have it be on the side of the van where I can see the gas tank?
Yeah, I think the gas tank is under a van like this, so yeah, you could probably find that.
I'd like to put a bullet in it, please.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's probably a big battery.
Okay.
But lithium ion will go up pretty good.
Yeah, I will take that.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot at their fuel source.
Okay.
With my super sexy pistol, I think is going to be the best one to do that with.
Okay. We'll stationary target. You just have to like lay on the ground, and so we'll say it's a couple of shots.
Okay.
Let's roll your pistols plus agility.
Okay.
You can't really miss. I'm just checking to see kind of damage, and I'm going to roll the body of the van. You're bypassing its armor, but it does have like 6 body or something. They're pretty tough.
Agility is 8, so it's 13.
You're rolling 13 dice?
I think so.
Jesus Christ.
Firearms at 5, agility at 8.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
13. Okay.
Well, I'm rolling 6, so there. Well, I got 3.
I also got 3.
Do you want to spend an edge?
I do want to spend an edge.
Since you have 10
I
dice
do.
that could do a little better.
Yeah, let's do that again.
How much edge do you have?
I had 3, now I'm down to 2.
Okay.
That's much better. That's another 3, so that's 6 total.
Okay, great. So you get to keep 3, because I countered 3. The van countered 3 of them. But that's fine. You're doing like 2 shots worth, 16 damage, yeah, the battery just like it like you hit it, bang bang, a couple times. You're like, oh shit, nothing's hit. Whoosh, and it's this bright flash of light. And roll your intuition plus reaction. You may be momentarily blinded.
Blows up like a Galaxy Note 7.
Yeah, a giant Note 7.
That is 2 successes.
Thank you. I can't remember what game it was, but they reskinned the grenades to Galaxy Note 7s when that came out.
Oh, that's the
Amazing.
Awesome. So good.
Which is pretty funny, really. I mean,
That's great.
Amazing.
nobody got killed from one, so I think it's pretty funny that they
Right, yeah.
catch on fire. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
What'd you get?
2 hits.
Okay, you managed to duck your eyes down, and you're a little bit disoriented, but you're not really out of commission.
Okay.
But yeah, this like bright white, the blue-white flash of light rips up through the bottom of the van, and you hear this brief scream that's cut off right away, and just You can't see what's happening over there yet, but you hear a lot of ammo going off.
Yeah.
And like things are skipping by you, like big heavy caliber ammunition going off like the 4th of July over here. So that's fun.
Cool.
And Echo and Scorch.
Yay!
Scorch, go fight bugs. Okay.
Terminate, please.
Yeah. So he just goes forward, and you actually see the spirits here like trying to get out of his way, and he's like, "Nope, I'm supposed to kill you." And so yeah, he's fighting a few at a time.
Okay.
He has some advantage for being an actually astral spirit. I mean, he's physically manifested, but
Yeah.
he has some advantages that they don't, and
Yeah.
they have some advantages that he doesn't. So, like they could pass for human 20 minutes ago.
Not anymore.
What are you doing?
Let's see.
I'm not going to roll dice for Scorch because he's just doing a thing.
Yeah, he's just doing a thing. So, like, how many bugs are in here actively?
Probably 15.
15. Okay. And are there still a lot
More.
of people in here?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, a lot of people just couldn't get out of the way in time, and so they're getting dragged. They're being knocked down. They're a few of the bigger like trolls are actually like fighting, like fist fighting a little bit with the spirits, but they're not winning, right?
Okay.
They're just huge. Oh, actually, yeah. You see, Trek and the troll he was fighting against earlier are 2-on-1 versus a spirit, and they're kind of holding their own. But
Still
it's
got that armor I cast on him,
yeah,
too.
that's why they're not dead.
Yeah.
But they're not winning that fight.
They're not winning that fight?
Not ultimately. They're not going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell. Like they're getting worn down. They're up against the wall. They a second ago were about to get chewed up by gunfire that stopped like a foot from where they were in front of the
Yeah.
windows.
Okay. Can I see... Okay. Can
Oh
I
yeah,
see
all the heavy
into-
gunfire is stopped.
I need to look up what one thing does. But then, successfully resist the spell. Okay. Okay. Alright. I would like to cast Phantasm. I have a +2 to that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, spider with illusion spells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, spider likes illusions.
Okay. Yes. So then I roll 2 extra dice for that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna cast that.
What's that do?
It basically creates a convincing illusion of anything that I want. And the illusion can be no larger than the spell's area of effect. That's fine.
Yep.
And then anyone who might pierce the illusion must successfully resist the spell. So,
What do you want it to be?
a giant fucking spider.
Yeah, okay. like 10 foot tall or 8 foot tall, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what the total area of effect is, but
Yeah. The biggest it literally
yeah,
can
like
be.
the size of a car.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I mean, bus. I'll take bus if that's acceptable.
Let's go van. I think that's probably
Van is
the
good.
ultimate. Also has to like fit in the room.
Yeah.
So
It's
for
a
the
big
illusion to be
spider.
confusing. Well, yeah. I mean, the room is tall enough for trolls to walk around, so it's
Yeah.
like 2 stories tall, but yeah.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Eats whatever a spider can.
7 successes.
Oh, that's going to be very difficult to disprove.
Yeah.
I think about half of the non-bug spirits, so I'm talking about all of the metahuman people in the diner still, about half of them freak the fuck out and piss themselves. And are like, well, I guess it's over. Goodbye, cruel
End
world.
times are here.
Yeah. Cool, we're all dead. Doesn't matter. Bye-bye. I'll lay down now. And the other half actually cheer. And Francois kicks his way out of cover. He's like, fuck yeah. And punches uppercut punches a bug spirit, and its head comes off.
Yes.
As his like fist glows in like bluish energy, poof, and it's like pops off as this bug is like, oh no, giant spider, and he's like, yep, kabah, because he just needed a distraction to make a move, and so yeah, he steps into the fight, and yeah. Okay, so there's a giant spider in the room. Everyone's looking at it. I'm not even going to roll. Like 7 successes. Most of the people don't roll 7 dice to disbelieve a spell like this. So that's just real good. In fact, restore an edge for that incredible illusion and
Yay, thank you.
and perfectly planned. Like not planned, but like it's the perfect tactic in this situation. So good idea.
I'm gonna roll my 3.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you cast it at 4/6, right?
Yes, and
So
we
you-
only get to keep 6.
Yeah, you can only keep 6 of the
That's
successes.
fine.
It's still a lot of successes.
So it's force -1, so I only take 2 drain.
Okay, so mark that stun damage.
Acceptable. A slight consequence.
Yes.
But we have a giant fucking spider to terrify the bugs, so. And it's also like the scariest giant spider I could think of.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
A combination of like wolf spider or weaver, black widow.
Yeah. With like fuzzy tarantula.
Oh yeah. Those are. Why is that so scary?
Yeah.
It's the fuzziness.
It's got fur.
Like yeah. And also at the end of the round, the ritual magic goes off that Raphael and his friend were working on.
Oh yay.
And the whole floor, not the whole floor, the like a radius effect around the hole goes off as like acid bubbles up and starts eating away the floor even more and starts dumping bug spirits back in there and
nice.
like dripping acid on the ones that are down there. Now the people who got pulled down there and maybe were gonna survive probably won't, but like they weren't gonna. So it's not as bad as shooting machine guns into a crowded room.
Right.
But there's some collateral damage with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that massive spell goes off. It's Acid Wave in the spell book if you want to look at it. It's terrifying.
I thought about taking that one.
Yeah.
But Jane wouldn't teach it to me.
No, she would not. It's a nightmare. But now, the disadvantage right now, unfortunately, is everyone subtracts 10, and the only people with moves left on turn 1 are the bug spirits. They're the only ones who get a third action this round. So they, one of them is going to try to eat your face, Queen.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Try it.
So
gonna be great.
you need to roll your unarmed combat plus agility.
Nope. Gymnastics? Plus
To
agility?
dodge, yes, but you won't deliver any sort of counterattack if you do that.
Well,
Or blades.
I could do blades. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
grab your knife out real
Yeah.
quick and,
Oh.
well,
Ooh.
I guess it's stuck. The knife stuck in your scabbard?
No, because I just spent an edge.
Okay.
So-
And everyone's clear now that you have an edge attribute and edge points, right? And you
Yes.
spend your edge points and...
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just want to be clear about that.
We were back up at full, right? I mean,
Yeah,
did
because
we-
you had rest and you... Yeah.
Yeah,
You came here with full edge.
Yeah, I didn't have any marked off, but from last
Unless you
session,
spent
so-
some on the road trip.
Yeah. Not much better, but 2 is better than 0.
Yeah, so it counters 2 of mine, but I have 4 hits. So,
Okay.
so I'm really just trying to grapple you and take you for a ride. Yeah, get out of my dreams and into my car and into my underground tunnel. So
Into
roll.
my carapace.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well,
That's an edge. Are you down any edge?
I'm not.
Oh, hell. All right, well. Take a thread.
So good.
I feel better having heard that. Like I'm a better person now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So roll body plus armor.
Okay. 3 plus my Urban Explorer jumpsuit is 9.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's the armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no armor piercing to this attack. It's really just trying to move you. So if you don't roll well,
I did okay. 5.
re-roll that guy.
Oh,
There you go.
there we go. 6 successes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's great. You get this down to like 2 stun.
Oh, okay.
Right? So you take 2 stun boxes, and you kind of like plant your feet. It's trying to drag you, and I think you like hook one leg around a bar stool, right? Like it's attached to the floor. You know what I mean? Like the counter stools.
Right. Yeah.
You hook one leg around that, and it's bending because you're pretty strong, and this thing's trying to pull you away, but you have your like
Yeah.
hooked knee around that.
Okay.
Right? As it's
Yeah.
trying to drag you towards the hole.
Yes.
And you didn't want to go for some reason.
No.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
not want.
All right.
I
Yeah,
do not
you
consent.
anchor yourself somehow,
Yeah.
and that happens. So the let's see, the other bug spirits are mostly trying to either get out of the acid or find a safe way to get back down there anyway. But they're just collecting people. That's what no one's shooting at them now. Really, they're dealing with the spells, and like Francois is punching out a couple of them, but it's just a couple out of the at least a dozen that are left, and they're more. You can hear them moving down there. It's a nightmare. So it's time to roll initiative again. I need to get a water while you're doing that.
Okay.
Bam.
Can I have a water also?
How do vamp?
Or something? There's 2 things that look like water in there.
Strawberry mango sparkling water.
Okay. Sure.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my
Not
right-tongue
that.
gal.
Anything like
Ribbit.
that.
Test 1, 2, 3. Anything but that. This is
plenty
weird.
of time.
Very weird.
Okay. 21 or up?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll for spirits. Oh, it's not as good this time.
Oh darn.
That's
bad.
18 for the bugs. And then the other group
Too many bugs.
are on 20.
Too many bugs. Too many bugs.
What are you singing?
Too
Okay.
many cooks.
20, 19, 18,
19.
19.
Bingo.
It is Queen. 18, 17, 16, 15.
15.
Coyote. 14, 13.
13.
13.
Oh, okay. Who has more agility?
My agility is 5.
My agility is 5.
Oh my god. Intuition.
3.
3.
Now who's the twins?
I don't know. You know, you're busy, so I'm going to have Ashen go first.
Sure.
Your hands are full.
Yeah.
Also, your mouth.
He's not eating.
Yeah. It just falls off the bone.
Might get a
You
crap.
rip it with your sharp.
Ashen, then
His mouth.
Gremlin. 12, 11,
I'm
10.
at 12.
12. Okay. Echo.
And Scorch.
Scorch. And also, I'm going to have Francois go on your turn.
Okay. He liked my spider. We're friends now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was real pumped about that.
Yeah, he just went up like 5 points in Echo's estimation because he was so excited about the spider. She's like, that one's good.
Go Spider Rangers. Okay, I don't think I have to add anyone else to the board right now. So checkbook and Raph and like all that's going to happen at end of round, right? And I'll just sort of catch up on everything that hasn't happened yet because I'm not going to roll dice for everybody.
Sure.
However, soldiers are going first. Oh, oops, spoiler, soldiers. And let's see, who's outside? You two are outside. You're outside. You two are in a pretty noisy indoor situation.
I'm in a coat closet.
Yeah. I mean, it's open. It's not like you're shut off from anything. So you guys outside see these spotlights stab down out of the night, and you hear what must be like whisper-enabled helicopters, because you should have heard them a long time ago, right? But now you can hear like a stealth helicopter in real life is like pretty quiet, but not actually silent, right? Like, so once it gets right up on you, you're like, oh god, there's a helicopter. So there are two pretty heavy-looking double rotor, like workhorse helicopters, like the kind of helicopters that carry tanks from place to place. They are not carrying tanks, right? But the spotlights turn on, and you hear, everybody get down, get prepared to be arrested. Well, let's see, how would they identify themselves? The Border Patrol has this surrounded, and why didn't I look this up sooner? We're short on time. We have the situation.
Oh no, the pressure. Worst
It's my
GM
first-
ever in
I know.
3,
It's my first day.
2.
Oh God.
They're
Okay.
never going to let me do the announcements again.
I know.
He did
Right.
his first flight. He's still getting used to his programming.
What are you quoting?
Star Tours?
Oh, right. That's funny.
Come on.
And we are assisted by Turgam the Quiet, and that is a name you would probably recognize, but not even believe it being shouted out of spotlit helicopters, because that's one of the few. So there are like 6 great dragons in the world, and then there's a tier right under them that are intelligent, but they're not at the level of great dragons, right? Kind of like being a AAA corporation versus a AA,
It's like a
right?
pretty good dragon.
Yeah.
But still
Really
a
good.
dragon.
A really good dragon.
Yeah.
And this one is it's distinct for being sort of like a leathery, lizardy looking Thunderbird type of thing, but not like a Central South American Thunderbird and North American Thunderbird, but dragon.
Okay.
Thunder dragon
Thunder Dragon.
is a better description. But also is like somewhat feathered, kind of like if dinosaurs had feathers. That's what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Okay.
A lot of like white and yellow. This is what you know about it. You're not seeing this, right? But it says, the voice, this male voice says, this is the Ute Border Patrol. We're here. We're accompanied by Turgam the Quiet, and everyone lay down your arms and prepare to be arrested. So that's what you 3 hear outside. Okay? That is, for listeners, Gremlin, Ashen, and Quixote hear this announcement. I don't think you guys would even notice the spotlights outside at this point. Like, you're
busy.
pretty involved.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
kind of already engaged.
Oh, you know what? You can hear Checkbook cussing.
Oh.
Like, she is cussing like a professional. Okay? And she's trying to get someone to do it. Francois, anyway, what are we supposed to do? Like, she's trying to get, like, confirmation of, like, are we running? Are we fighting? Are we, like, what, are we surrendering? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
She's not freaking out, but she's like, Francois, we need information. Like, you need to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
So she's looking to him for leadership. Queen, what are you going to do?
I am trying to kill this bug thing that's trying to drag me into the pits of hell.
That's fair.
So you don't want to go in the pit.
No, do not
Weird.
want.
Okay.
Do not want.
Okay.
So, Blades?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna stab it with my knife.
Okay.
Um,
Are you gonna drop your taser or just like fight one-handed? I mean, it's a knife. You can fight one-handed if you want, but
yeah, I think I'm fighting one-handed.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Agility plus blades. Yeah. Or should I taser it again? Maybe I should taser it. I don't know. I'm gonna knife it. That was my first instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the can opener.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay. Let's see. I'm at a disadvantage now. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, that's 4.
Boo.
Boo.
I like that number.
You need to roll body plus armor.
But I don't want to.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. 9 plus 3.
Bugs, you're on deck. Okay, thanks. Then Quixote.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you just take one stun.
Okay.
But the stun is mostly from it, like, yanking you off of that seat, right? The post bends, and you are pulled free from that. And it staggers backwards as it's, like, dragging you towards the pit.
Yeah.
And Echo, you can see out of the closet. And you remember when Quixote was grabbed and this thing just backed up into the pit?
Yep.
You're getting a flashback of that.
Yes, I am.
It's not Quixote, but this thing has your friend pretty well wrapped up, and it is backing up towards the pit, and it's just like flashes of your dream in real life.
Okay.
So that was part of the bug's turn. They also collect a bunch of people. Oh, they're going to try and hurt Francois. Maybe you could have a pen pal after this. Okay, 4 hits on Francois means Francois is getting teamed up on, so he's got like 3 bug spirits fighting him, and he is taking some hits. He has the glue on his face, right, is covering most of it. It looks like he's got a little corner of his mouth that he can breathe out of, but you can see it like burning into the skin. Not like aliens acid blood, right? It's not like that, but it is certainly acidic and hardening, and it's pretty awful that he's at a big disadvantage right now.
Okay.
Quixote.
Since I haven't gotten any kind of orders from Francois who's kind of leading us, and I know that 2 of our people are still in there, I'm going to go in and try to see what's going on, see if I can help get them out. So I don't know how far away I am from the diner, if that's going to be a...
Oh, you can run right over there. Yeah, that's part of a move action.
Okay.
So what do you want to do when you get
I want to go in, and I want, if I see that Queen's in trouble, or is that too...
Well, you're coming in from the opposite side. This bug has its back to you. I mean, I think you could see Queen's, like, legs. Yeah, I mean, you probably recognize who that is.
Let's do a little backstabby then.
Okay.
Let's get a little katana action going.
Okay, so you'd have to use the katana, you'd have to, like, come around the pit.
Okay.
So that's a little risky
Okay.
if you want to do that, but you can
Yeah,
make it.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you dash through there. The floor is getting kind of soft from the acid wave that went through there. You can feel it softening up your boots a little bit, but you're not your feet aren't rotting off. So yeah, you run around, get your katana in there, and we'll see what happens based on your dice roll.
2, 4, 6.
I'm going to take a minus for grappling.
4, 6, 8.
I have 2 hits.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Okay, so take away 2 of those.
Okay.
And katana base damage?
Base damage is strength plus 3 physical, so that would be 10, with armor piercing of 3.
And plus 1 for your extra success, so 11, minus 3 armor, leaves me not enough dice to roll. That's 2, takes me to 9. Yeah, I don't think that's going to survive. So
Sweet.
you come in, shank this thing in the back, and probably. I mean, for the camera, the blade has to come out right next to Queen's face, right? Like,
Yeah.
as it like comes over your shoulder, right? Because it has you behind in that hostage hold,
Right, yeah.
And so this blade comes out, bug ichor on your shoulder, and then it like falls over, and you're still in it. And you're like, oh god, I'm going in the pit, and it just like falls on the floor.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Ashen.
All right. Well, since no one has said anything over comms,
Yep.
I am going to grab Jimbo, that last guy who's in the car here.
Yeah.
Throw his ass out.
Yeah.
And drive the car into the diner.
The van.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the plan.
Because there's a machine gun sticking out the side of it
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the plan is to drive the thing and be like, basically overcome. Like, guys, I'm coming to you with wheels. Get your shit together.
All right. You have somewhat recovered, as in your own sound mind, if not
Okay.
your right mind.
All right. Well, you said that for my next turn that there was something.
There's a thing.
Yeah. So yeah, you toss that guy out. Actually, he probably just leaves. Like, you're like, huh. He's like, ah! And he runs away.
Cool.
You smell pee. And you hop in the front.
Yeah.
I guess you don't care about closing the side
Nope.
door or anything, and the gun's just flapping all over the place.
Yep.
Whatever. That's like a dick in the wind. Slam on the gas. Spin out, head down there. Roll reaction plus. Do you have ground vehicles?
Do I? No.
Pilot ground vehicle?
Nope.
No. Okay, that's fine. Roll your full reaction though, and it's not. You're not really doing combat driving right now. It's just your reaction score.
2.
Is it? That can't be right.
That's what I got there.
We're gonna have to look at these numbers again at some point.
That's what I did.
Okay.
I don't know why I wound up with 2 there.
All right. We'll reevaluate later. That's a success and a glitch.
Success and a glitch.
Okay.
Good call.
Feast and famine.
All right. So you go revving through the parking lot, and rather than bashing through the double door section, which would have been plenty of room to like pull a van through and just wait, you bash through next to the double door, knock down the like low wall that was there, and sort of plow through the booth.
Yep. Perfect.
And glasses everywhere, and the van is a little bit high-centered and is going to need some help to get out of this situation.
Got it.
But you did, in fact, bring the van.
I brought the van.
into the
Yes.
into the situation.
And I opened the doors. I'm like, guys, van.
So the van is nose first, like in the diner. This is available for anyone to get into if you want to. And
The van where
Gremlin.
Gremlin is eating somebody.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Yeah, well, you're about to find out. So, Gremlin, you toss this guy aside because he's useless to you now. He's
Yeah.
empty.
Yep.
So you all
more
see
nose.
nearly headless Nick come out of the van, flop. And I think probably just that drop knocks his head the rest of the way off because there wasn't much holding it on at this point. So that just splats on the floor. Roll.
Neat.
And you are going to roll. How much essence do you have now?
5.
So roll 5 dice, please.
Yeah. 1.
Okay. So heal 2 physical damage and 2 stun damage, and lower your essence to 4.
Neat.
That essence is dropping pretty fast there.
Yep.
Who needs it?
What's that for again?
Essence is your life force.
Whoa.
Cool.
That's fine.
You're gonna need to eat more people.
Apparently.
That's right. We'll have some dice rolls for that later. What do you want to do on your turn? So you're sort of like in the van getting bounced around.
Yeah, and have just come back to my senses.
Yeah.
And
The big side doors open. The machine gun's bouncing up and down. The machine gun is pointing like to the like if you were to walk in the door and turn right is like down where the bathrooms were, kind of past the coat closet, and you can see your sister in the coat closet. Like, huh?
Like,
The gun is facing towards
Like towards the bathrooms, basically.
yeah, but are away from the bugs.
Yeah, I mean, you could sort of get an acute angle, like pulling it all the way around, but it can't really shoot forward. Actually, it can, if you want to shoot through the windshield.
what do you need a windshield
I
for?
just twitched. I want you to do it.
I kind of want to do it as well. Like,
Ashen duck.
All right. Pull up your socks.
I want to shoot some bugs
Yeah.
because I am inside now, so I can't shoot the
Yeah.
helicopters.
Neither
which
of
is
you are
what
going to
I
be
was
hearing
trying to
very
do.
well for the rest of the day, but that's fine.
Fine.
Hearing's for chumps.
Yeah, my original thought when we were outside was to shoot at helicopters, so I'm going to shoot at bugs now.
All right, I like it. So gunnery is the skill involved for this, which you may not have.
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay,
Not a lot, but I do.
Okay, so with gunnery, you can choose. This is actually a smart linked weapon. You can choose to roll logic or agility.
Oh, agility.
Okay, so agility plus gunnery.
Okay, and I'm actually down one die because of being ouchied.
And then you also have to take out 2 dice for the full auto on this thing, because it is not fully recoil compensated.
Blork. Okay.
Yeah, the weapons are tricky to handle. But you probably won't glitch.
She's gonna eat your face.
Oh!
She's definitely gonna eat your
Wow.
Sad.
Oh!
2 1s out of 3 dice. Is that a glitch?
Is that a glitch?
Is that... I think this is a time to spend an edge.
Yeah, it would be.
Yes.
Yeah. Ask me if I'm proud of myself.
No.
You don't get to high five yourself for that one.
No.
Okay.
Better.
Way
I
better.
got a success.
Okay, 1 success and no glitch.
Yes.
As Ashen, as you sink down in your seat, as part of your seat gets chewed up just from the shock waves of these
Right.
bullets passing through. Right, the window is atomized outwards.
Oh my God.
It just explodes out. You definitely can't hear out of your right ear.
What?
Probably both ears. Yeah, it's just a group. Bon? Bon?
Ball? Ball?
Très bon?
Careful.
This is definitely not very fluffy.
No, not fluffy at
Minimum fluff. But yeah, you chug through, and mostly this ends up being actual suppressing fire. Like you're sending bug spirits diving for cover. A lot of them dive back down the hole.
Yeah.
You chew through one of them. You just cut them in half, and then the rest are like, "What bullets?" And they don't want to stick around for that. So
Cool.
yeah, they're diving out of the way. Echo,
Yes.
Scorch, and Francois. Echo, what do you do?
Well, Quinn seems to be okay now. Can I see Francois and what's happening to him?
Yeah, he's battling 3 of these things and doing pretty poorly, but he's also on the other side of the van from you.
Okay.
So, I mean, your spider is stomping around being scary too, but can't really do anything.
No, I just mostly wanted it to distract and scare the bugs into, maybe going away forever. Let's see. Okay, so I'm pretty far from him.
Oh, and your spell casting will be -1 while you maintain the illusion
Okay.
for concentration.
Gotcha.
That's how concentration works here.
Okay, that's fine.
However, you can maintain multiple spells if you want to. You're just -1 for each spell.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, for instance, are you still maintaining armor on Trek?
Oh, is he still fighting?
Kinda.
Yeah, then yes. I'm not gonna drop that. Okay, so I'll be -2. Oh, okay. What arrangement are the bugs in relation to Francois? He's fighting.
So he has his back to the wall, And so he has one in front and to his right and left.
Oh,
Right?
okay,
And
so he's kind of boxed in.
Yeah, and he's like doing his best. Like he's actually battling these three. He should just be dead. So
Yeah.
you see a lot of like that blue flash. He's got some kind of probably physical adept magic.
Yeah. Okay, then the one that's on the side facing me, I want to cast let's cast, I guess, let's do Clout. That does physical damage, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay. Let's do that one.
just on one of the ones he's fighting.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I want to try and make an opening for him to get out of there.
okay. I'll roll spell resistance.
Magic.
Oops.
Cool.
This is a good oops, actually, this time. Normally I say oops when I roll 8 successes.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
That's
oh no.
0 successes. Not a glitch, but 0 successes.
Okay. And that's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that's a lot of ones.
Yeah.
Oh, how many?
It's-
Too many.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll drain.
Yep.
And it's a soft glitch, so your soft glitch in this case is going to be any drain you don't overcome is going to be doubled.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I only needed to resist 3.
Okay, great.
Yay.
I am
Magic has no negative
well.
consequences.
I'm going to have you take 1 stun.
Okay, that's
All right,
fine.
I think that's fair for rolling a glitch. That thing gets knocked forward off balance, and Francois grabs it and does the thing where he rolls onto the ground and sticks his foot in its chest and like tosses it out the window. You know, like
Nice.
above him, and then gets back up to his feet and is battling the other two. However, at this point, so this is at the end of the combat round. We're gonna close out here. Don't worry, we're about to wrap up. All of the bug spirits turn and run towards the pit, and who's outside?
Oh no, I'm inside. I
yeah,
didn't see you.
Inside.
Yeah.
We're actually all inside right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
van is here. We're
'Cause
all
the van
inside.
is
Okay.
inside. Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Some of the fight past Trek, because you're all keeping track of where he is, right? Some of that fight had spilled out like through the wall. The wall had collapsed. The fight was out there. Several bug spirits are out there fighting Trek. His friend that he was fighting before has died. He was killed in that fight. And a bunch of other people, and Trek is looking pretty tired out there. Then you kind of like Trek is outside in this spotlight. And you see him look up, and he's just dives as this column of flame and tracks up to the side of the building, and then just the side of the building bursts into flames as whatever that was. It looked like somebody just aimed a laser of fire, and it's like the concrete out there is bubbling, right? It's so hot that just the whole side of that building is in flames now, and Trek is just trying to get away. Oh, God. So I think that's a good place to leave it. Flames and terror.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you everyone for joining us for episode 8 of the Greenwood Collective here on Happy Jacks. If you want to check out any of our previous episodes, they're pretty good. You can go to happyjacks.org/shows, and you can find actually every episode of every show we've ever done. It's podcast, it's YouTube, it's on Twitch, like everything is there. You can go check it out. Or if you just want to look up us, it's happyjacks.org/Greenwood Collective. And we will be back in 2 weeks with episode 9. And we can certainly take a second to say what everyone's up to. I personally am here every Monday with the crew for insert flood. Nope. Fail.
Water.
Bad job.
Insert coin.
Flood coin.
water.
Coin water.
Nope.
Okay. I'll talk about Wednesdays instead. Wednesdays every week are Kimmy's masks game, and we are just horrible teenagers. Really, like we're pretty good at being teenagers.
Yes, yes, you are.
Teenagers are terrible. So we love you, teenagers. The masks game is like a Halcyon City kind of, that in game setting, and we play every week. So that's kind of a fun experiment that's happening. So tune in Wednesdays for that. Also can be found at happyjacks.org/shows. So what else do we got?
I'm Jay. I'm here every Monday as well with Insert Coin Floodwater.
Oh, what's that?
It's the Tales
Would
from the
you
Loop
like to
game. Yeah,
Oh.
you should join sometime.
Yeah. Okay. I'll
Great.
try it.
Every now and then someone gets an envelope with something in it that's shiny.
I had a crash moment.
Yeah. And so you can see me there.
I am also in Insert Coin Floodwater.
What?
You can see me be a budding supervillain / roboticist. It's pretty fun. And also, we just had character creation yesterday for Stu's upcoming Vampire the Masquerade game, 5th edition, and we're going to be starting that in January, 5th of January, I think. So,
I'm only through the first half of it, but it sounded really fun.
yeah, it's exciting. I'm playing a Malkavian, and she's a satanic vampire nun. So if that doesn't sound interesting to you, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, just unplug now. Like, you're not interested in the internet.
Yeah.
If you, like,
Yep. It's a great character creation session.
Super fun.
It's going to be fun.
Hi guys, I am also in that vampire game. I am playing a Toreador whose background is basically a really demented vampire version of Pygmalion. So it'll be super fun to play with. And yeah, check it out.
I'm Adam.
Yay, you did it!
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yes, I'm being Adam. No, I'm on a slight break from everything else except for this right now, and but I'm busy being Adam, and it's great to be. So.
And I'm Mac. I'm here every Monday as well. But you can also catch me over at 12-Sided Stories, where I am GMing a game of Vampire 5e called Unquiet Blood. And it is a podcast that is highly produced with music and sound effects and all of that. So
it's really fun.
Check it out.
I'm a big fan of 12-Sided Stories. Also, we're going to have a short run of Demigods on 12-Sided Stories in January.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you'll
Very
be
exciting.
hearing me shouting that from the rooftops. I probably wasn't supposed to say anything yet, so we'll cut that in post.
I don't think you understand how this show works versus 12-Sided Stories, where Wes cuts
time
things.
travel.
TV.
Sure, buddy.
Okay, so that's episode 8, and this is us. We did it, everybody. Good job.
Mission
She ate a guy.
She
How crazy is that?
Totally ate a guy.
Awesome.
Also in the game. What?
What? Well,
Nothing.
good night, everybody.
Hey.